Oh no, too late. I already saw it.
Shake it.
Shake
delete
it. Alright. Pick your correct
You know,
colors.
it was original ASMR.
Yeah, it really was.
Pick your
I
correct.
can't.
Why not?
Because my color's not
There's
here.
only two colors here: gray
Oh,
and
what
orange.
the fuck? Okay, well. That's weird.
Get inside.
Alright.
Inside.
Inside!
in love.
She doesn't like this one. I totally like that.
This reminds me of a way
Interesting.
ancient history.
Why are we listening?
Because I thought it would be funny.
This is bringing us back, Ricky.
We're
Fuck this, play fucking Ocean Avenue, what the hell?
yeah, okay,
Please.
play that shit. Do it.
That's the
Miley
actual,
Cyrus's
like... That song is the actual, like, nostalgia
I thought
jam.
this song was funny.
It is funny.
It is funny.
I
It
appreciate
is her brother.
Oh no, just play some Jonas Brothers. What the hell are you doing?
it. Y'all gonna leave yellow card like that?
In the back!
I love those videos.
Those are the... Those to me are the real Jonas Brothers.
Those are the. Yeah, shut up, Kevin.
This is a lizard.
Oh my god. Okay. Copy. Shake, shake, shake,
Ricky, get
shake.
off my board.
Shut up.
No.
Please. Fine, I'm you.
What was the last thing that happened to us?
We killed the Minotaur.
Thanks for the host.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So,
Okay, good.
And we
So I
left
didn't
the
forget to
cave.
do the thing.
Yeah, you saved the guy.
yeah, you have the dude, like, hunched over on your right arm. So, what the hell are we listening to? What is this?
It's
Is
a
this
music
Ocean
video.
Avenue?
No, but you can add it. Start the song.
I do...
There's a place on Ocean Avenue
I'm
where I used
hot.
to sit and talk
You're
with you.
cold. Like you.
Oh
More.
That
I
was a
learned how
bop. What are you
That's a
doing?
bop, dude!
It's-
Let's burn it up!
It's fantasy time! No more Jonas Brothers.
What?
Give me your Jonathan
Ricky,
Brethren.
I told you 1,000 times now. No more Jonas Brothers.
None of those Jonas Brothers.
But I like them.
Tell you what, you can form the new Jonas Brothers in our fantasy world.
Oh, please! I wanna be Joe!
Ricky, you're still green.
My
Oh, how do I change colors again?
Just
Can't
right click
be
your
Joe.
name.
Click on your name.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be Korn's job to create the Jonathan Brethren?
The Jonas
Jonathan-
Brothers.
Wait, can I be Nick? I want to be Nick.
Nicholas.
I want to
Nicholas.
be Nicholas.
I wanna be
So many,
Kevin.
Joseph.
so many to be there.
Joseph.
Joseph.
Who's
What's the
gonna
other
be
guy?
Kevin?
Kevin,
I don't want to be
Kevin?
Kevinson. I don't
Holy
know.
shit.
Oh, Kevin.
Oh, Kevith. Why does that?
I'm gonna be listening to it in the background.
Art thou burning up?
So, let's see.
Art thou experiencing heat?
All you gotta do is put the Jonas Brothers back together. Get them back. Come on.
They already have their own careers.
I don't care about Nick Jonas. I don't care about DNCE with Joe Jonas. Kevin's not doing shit.
Kevin's married. He had a reality
You
TV
need to
show that
form-
crashed.
The Brothers Jonas.
Just
Alright.
get Frankie Jonas in there. I don't give a shit.
Everybody
Jonas
give it.
Brothers?
Everybody pluck the board.
The Jonas Brethren.
One Jonas brother,
Just
please.
you know.
One brother Jonas.
Alright, everybody pluck.
What else is above? Year 3000. That's above.
pluck and luck,
Yeah.
dude.
I came from the
There's a luck and pluck.
3000.
So,
Not much has changed, but they live
underwater.
Hey.
And
Hi.
your great,
D&D time. Come on.
great
Get your head in the game.
daughter.
Get your head in
Get your head in
the
the game.
Stop!
She's doing fine. I'm gonna make the Jonas Brothers.
the Jonas Brothers.
That's actually not what I want.
Uh oh.
Alright, everybody.
Dude,
get
you can
over
be
here.
you can be Joe.
Okay.
My real name is Giovanni, and I go by Joe, so I can.
Oh, Joe Jonas. Yo, I got my Joe.
Giovanni Jonas. So we have
That's the new JoJo.
Jojo.
Giovanni
Giovanni Armani.
Jonas. Canonically, a JoJo could be a Jonas brother.
So
Canonical.
let's see here. Everybody start over here now. Resize your fella.
Come on. Me rolling up with my giant snake.
Wait, oops, I held the button too long. That's so fucking tiny.
I'm so sad I didn't appreciate the
My
Jonas
picture,
brothers
my
in
picture.
2008. I'm a fool.
Yeah.
Did you watch the show?
Yeah. It was kind of funny. But that was a long time ago.
What show was funny?
The Jonas Brothers show.
Oh, yikes!
But I liked it because it had the Jonas Brothers in it. And it was a long time ago, so I don't know.
So. Oh, Rhythm just not gonna listen to me today?
Only plays Burning Up by
Plus.
Jonas Brothers.
Did you put play triple exclamation point?
Yeah,
Oh.
you put play in triple.
Whoops. Wrong bot. So last time, you all went through and plundered the Minotaur's maze.
Easy
You
class.
decided to kill it, so you all went in, exploded its head, and
Oh yeah.
took its
Yeah.
gem.
I sure did do that.
So,
Sure did take its chance.
you have also successfully found, the fuck was his name?
Larry.
A
Not-
snake.
Not Larry. His
Oh,
name
the
was,
snake, the snake.
I actually have him.
Oh, I had it written down, but I threw it away.
No, it's okay. I have his name over here. Don't worry about it. I just gotta find him. Hold on. There he is.
Drawing.
It's
Get
Jason.
over here.
Jason. Holy shit, you're tiny.
Jason.
Here, I got you.
Jason.
Okay, there we go. Oh shit. Oh fuck.
Okay, so
Why does the snake have a cat on it?
Huh?
Snake have a because he's mad. You should give the snake
The
a
sunlight.
Kikona cap too.
Charm snake again.
Just make that a
Oh,
decal.
okay.
What are you playing?
So
D&D.
That's pretty cool.
Thanks, sir.
That's cool.
and you also had these two goons.
That was very tame.
Oh, cool, neat.
Oh nice.
That's nice.
Oh yeah, I forgot Dog went with us. Never does.
Your sister's now Jaina.
Oh wow,
All
Oh, that's
nonchalant.
yeah, cool, man.
that's cool.
So you have now successfully attained your fella, and are
Fella.
walking back to the camp. And as you draw nearer to it, it's suddenly not the quiet forest that was the exit of the Minotaur's cave, or the stream that you were chilling at. You hear a crowd of voices. A lot of
fun.
people like talking, like it's like kind of like a big murmur. As you slowly walk
Oh
up
god.
to the edge here. I'll bring you guys up over here for now. Corin, you can hold back a little bit just because you have a giant snake.
Oh, I love that guy.
Be caressing his scales.
But the first
I want
one,
to touch the scales.
as you're walking up, the first one to know. And by the way, this guy's still unconscious.
Oh, okay.
And so the first one to notice this will have his blaze.
Oh no.
You hear the voices, right? Do you take a peek?
I take a quick peek.
Take a gander.
Allow me to set the scene then. So, what we've got here is failure to communicate.
How dare you? I communicated fairly.
It was a reference. You've got him, you've got... Where are the guys? Where are the lads?
Oh boy.
The boys.
Is this
Ready
guy,
for a
this guy?
fight.
Here we go. Good old Shade.
Monk F.
And you look over at the bridge and you immediately see the familiar face of the guy who was looting the place before you had arrived. You see him and about 3 other men all tied up on the bridge.
Oh, tied up. Okay.
Oh.
Mitzi, what you looking at?
Okay, I'm not done yet. You
I'm
look
just
and you
right.
hear the loud crowd of voices, and what you see.
Oh god. Monk ass.
Omega.
Oh,
Monka Giga.
Oh.
Oh, wait a minute. I recognize her.
Is
Is that
a
the mother-
bunch of hooded men and women, all kind of huddled around this area over here, just talking and looking at each other and stuff. Hold on, there's one figure I still need to get, and then yeah, that's about it.
I know their Umbra are bad.
You have encountered them before, but you cannot immediately. You do recognize them to look like the members of Umbra Venom from which you have done combat with before.
Multiple times, right? Like twice.
Just once.
No, what do you mean?
You did. There was just one encounter with Umbra Venom.
In the
I don't
beginning there was
know,
one, and then when we got here, we spoke to them.
No, that.
That's this
In
chapter.
the beginning. In this
Yeah.
chapter, yeah. But we've seen them before.
Yeah.
Oh, whoops.
Okay.
Some.
So yeah,
bad
and
men
basically
over
all
there.
you need to know is these ones in the dark green over here are the ones that were from the beginning of the chapter that you met.
And they're
all
tied up?
They're all tied up, sitting on the bridge together.
Huh. Okay, so I assume we're all kind of privy to this.
Mhm.
I think, yeah, okay, I don't know what's going on here.
I fear.
Can I
for
see this little
Alpha's
girl?
Safety.
Yes. From where you're standing, you can see amongst the crowd of men with robes and weapons, a tiny, tiny, little gnome girl over by the rock.
Who I recognize, right?
Yes, you do recognize as the little girl who you saved from a pack of gerblins, or furblins,
Oh, Furboy. I remember those guys.
and
So,
was taken away by by King Cobra
Yeah.
during the
Yeah,
end of what
yeah,
I
yeah.
believe was the second or third chapter. So
So, who are these? Who are these guys?
Bad people.
There's some
I have
bad
an
man
idea.
pajamas. What's your idea?
Okay, so I'm gonna pull out the little flyer that I was given,
okay,
and
Okay.
I'm gonna show it to everybody.
Umbra Venom card. Yes.
So as I was talking to one of them, they gave me this. So maybe if I walk up and I show them this, they won't hurt me.
What if they recognize us?
I don't.
Or if
I
they
mean-
have.
I
Yo, the
want
king.
real quick, Rachel, roll a perception check.
Okay, that's D20, right?
Yes.
11 plus 2? 1? I forget.
So 11. Wait, let me see.
11 minus 1, so 10.
You look further in the distance and you recognize Alphonse, Yeljeon, and Edgar sitting just kind of at the edge of the campsite area. But it's kind of hard to see what's going on with their situation.
Okay, so, I mean, I don't really know what we can do aside from, because we gotta help them. Help our boys.
You see
now.
the woman and the
Wanna
child
charge in?
walk up over to the
no.
king and the other three.
Oh,
As a couple of people follow through with them.
Alright, I don't think we have time to
No, you do.
waste here.
You do.
What do you mean? That's our king.
I shouldn't tell you because I'm DM, but he's
Exactly.
not in immediate danger.
Well, in my eyes, he is.
Should we just?
Because I just want to give you time to plan. Is what I'm saying.
Okay. Okay. Should we just? I don't want to just attack.
That's
'Cause,
what
like-
I'm saying. One of us can go up with the card that I was given. And,
I mean,
chat with him.
I've never seen these people.
You've
before
never
in
seen
my
them,
life,
you're right.
so-
You right?
So I'll give it to you. And you go up and you just present it and say you want to enlist and do your thing.
What is he doing though? Like.
Just finding out what's going on.
All right.
maybe?
All
What do
right.
I need to do?
Okay, so You are
I mean,
going
if
to
he can
give.
just hear what's going on over there, I think that's.
You're going to hand the card to young Flamingo.
Mhm.
Right. You hand it over to him.
Okay. I'm gonna go over there.
So
Oh,
you
boy, I'm scared.
you stop right there. They hear the rustling, and this guy right here immediately looks over and points his crossbow in your direction. And what you're gonna do is roll for a stealth check.
Use your fancy new dice.
Ready?
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, that's cool.
15 plus. I have like a super high.
He's pointing the crossbow over in your direction and yells, "Who goes there?"
A 21. I'm Flamingo. I got this card for Umbra Viper.
They all look over at each other and they're like, one of them lets out a sigh and begins to walk over to you. She walks up and sees you. However, the rest of you are kind of in plain sight right now. Thog goes over to
I'm
a
hidden in the
bush.
trees, am I not?
Okay, yeah, you'll be hidden in the trees there. However,
Okay,
Draylin is currently in plain sight.
Oh my god.
And there's also a giant cobra right there.
Oh my god.
Is this
I'm in the
tree not
shrubs.
blocking them? There's a tree right here. Big old tree.
Shit.
You're still inside.
Shit.
Move.
I mean, there's the tree here.
So, real quick, Corin, roll for me a stealth check.
For me or my snake?
You'll do your snake. You can use its modifier. Well, I don't know what its stealth would be, though.
12.
12.
12 plus.
What is stealth like tied
Stealth,
to?
I believe, is dex.
It is dex, so
And it has a high dex, so I'll give you that one. You
Okay.
very quickly in time manage to slither up the back end of a tree and are even with its trunk, and you're hiding your snake. This one looks around and hears shuffling, but looks down at you and is and says in a gruff tone, "Are you alone?" At you, Flamingo.
I have
He
a
gets
pet
up.
rat.
Should I stop? Can I hear him?
You can hear this conversation. Yes, it's actually
Alright,
very
I'm gonna-
quiet now. Nobody
I'm
is.
gonna let
Everyone's
Cosgrove run to him.
all that murmuring has stopped, and it's now just quiet because of the situation going on right now. Okay, so you.
have a
Cosgrove's
pet
gonna run
rat.
over.
All right,
He was
Cosgrove.
hanging out in the trees. He comes over.
All right, she looks down. And she says, "Interesting. Can you command the rat?
Yeah.
Make it do a flip."
Oh, dude.
Do a flip.
Cosgrove, can you do a flip for me?
Flip him. Yeah! Wow!
Wow,
Cosgrove is
look
so
at that.
talented.
She looks down at you and she says, "What's your name?"
It's Flamingo, like I said before.
Interesting. Come with me.
Okay.
She invites you over to the group of friends. This guy has not let down his bow. She bids you
You're so
come
tiny.
join over here.
Hey,
She
can
she
you,
does. She
uh,
kind of does like an after you movement.
Can
with her
you
hands.
ask your butt over there to stop pointing his crossbow at me?
I cannot.
Okay.
Okay.
You walk forward, and everyone kind of comes over and is gathering around you. This guy and this guy over here crouches down and asks, "What are you doing here in this particular part of the woods at this particular time of day, at this particular time?"
Located
I
on
got
this bridge.
swallowed by a slime, and this is where I just wandered off to.
This guy goes over and leans up to his ear and he says, "That would explain the stench." He says, "Interesting." Boss! He gets the attention of the woman over here, who is going to begin going that way. She walks over this way,
Sorry.
gets out of the way, and she walks up here, and immediately, let's see here, who has eyes on the situation? Rachel, you have eyes on the situation.
Mhm.
Corin, you can kind of have eyes, and Draylin, you also kind of have eyes on the situation. Blaze, you can't really see much.
Okay.
You all recognize this woman as Python Lorna.
Oh yeah.
Fucking, is that the
That is the
Stab.
woman who
was tied up and then stabbed?
yeah.
She
She feigned being a victim, and then
Right, I'm about to fucking shatter her.
she looks down at you.
What about this shit?
Make it double. No.
She looks down at you, Flamingo, and she says, "Well, you've come at a very interesting time.
Oh,
What is-
fine.
What is your
Why
name?"
is that? My name is Flamingo.
Flamingo.
This
What
is
the
Cosgrove.
Why is your name fucking Flamingo?
you know.
Okay,
Uh,
who's jiggling their dice?
That's me.
Don't do
Well,
that, please.
my real name is Zebo, but
I heard
all
that.
my friends call me Flamingo.
Okay. What the fuck are you doing out here?
I got swallowed by a slime, and this is where I wandered off to after I got out of the slime. Why
Genevieve?
are your men pointing?
Genevieve
pos-
looks over at her and cuts you off completely. Get the rope. And she walks over towards the camp. You still have not shown
So-
anyone this card, by the way.
Book it.
I did.
No, you didn't.
I said.
He said he had a card.
Yeah, I said I have
He
this
didn't
card
ask-
here.
You
But
didn't,
show
you
it
didn't
to
give
him.
it to anyone.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Pull it out. You got. It's a flyer.
I
thing,
showed it
please.
to him.
He didn't take it from your hand and look at it with his eyes.
Not
Just
yet.
give him now. Come
Hey,
you
what's
go.
her name? Did I ever learn her name?
No, she
Not
never
yet,
said
no.
Man, what is your name, ma'am?
My name's Python. What's it to you?
Oh, I think I'm supposed to hand this to you.
You hand her the Umbra Viper recruitment card, which is very battered and torn. She picks it up with her hand and looks at it really hard for a second. And while she's still looking at it, she reaches her hand over back and is kind of like doing like a waving motion, like, Genevieve, hold on for a second.
Hmm.
Where did you get this from?
I found it.
Oh my god, why would you say that?
You found this. She
Yeah.
she unsheaths her rapier and says, "People don't just find this card." And she points
I
it
was
at your neck.
actually given it.
Now, you're lying to me.
God.
What is the truth? Who gave to you this
What is
card?
the truth?
Say you
I
killed
have
someone
a-
and took it off their body. Because you want to look like a bandit.
Can he
Stole
hear
their
you?
stuff. No.
No.
Cosgrove was giving me the idea.
Oh, can
Don't
I?
have the-
Oh, wait. Can I use my cantrip?
Which cantrip?
Message.
Message.
Yes, you may.
Okay, what did you want to tell him, Susan?
Say that he killed a big orc lady who had it on her, and because she was doing good stuff,
Hey.
and he didn't like it, so because he's a bad man.
Hey, Flamingo. Flamingo.
Yeah.
Communicating with
Wait.
you telepathically.
What the fuck?
Yeah, so basically, Draylin puts his index finger and his middle finger up to his forehead, and
Oh,
looks
dude.
you focus very hard on Flamingo with your eyes. You're like straining.
Wait,
what?
Point. Pretty sure it's described as a point.
Whatever.
Well, I'm not
this
done.
is
I'm
cooler.
not done yet. You look at him and you point your two fingers at him. If you would let me speak for 2 seconds.
No, never.
And you say,
Hey, Flamingo, it's me.
you hear a voice in your head, Flamingo, and you recognize it as Draylin.
Hey, so you just tell them that you got that flyer off of a big orc lady's body that you killed. I'll make you look real tough, and they might believe you.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you the truth.
What's the truth then?
I did find it, but I also got it from somebody. You see, there was this big orc lady, alright?
An orc woman?
And well, she was doing some things that I didn't like. And so I offed her, and that
Like
was
the beach?
something that was.
Can I
on
have
her.
some details?
Like, what do you
Never-
mean? What do you want?
What was she doing that you
details?
didn't like?
Existence. Be tough. Be tough. Be tough. The salty splatoon.
She
looked at me funny.
was
She looked
looking
at me.
funny.
So you fucking killed her.
Yeah, he's a real. Yeah, you're tough.
Yeah,
Play it up.
I'm a real tough guy.
Roll for deception.
Fuck. That's a 19.
Okay.
I have a deception of.
Lorna sighs, and she says, "I guess someone like you could accomplish that. Someone as tiny as you could very easily sneak up behind a large orc woman and stab her in the back. Where did this happen?
Susan, where did this happen?
Where did it happen?
Hold on.
In the city.
Hold on.
In-
I drink.
Tell her in the.
I'm a lightweight, and I drink a lot of alcohol. I gotta hold on. I gotta think about this one.
Okay. It happened in the city. I was helping some people. You were robbing some people. I came to help. You ran off, but then you found me and killed me.
I
That's
relayed
really-
that information. I relayed that information.
Okay, so
So-
this, yeah, they relay that to you.
I was in the city, just over there. You know, just a few.
Mm-hmm. The
paces
city.
that way. Yeah, and I was actually trying to rob someone at the time, and the orc lady looked at me funny, and I was like, "Well, I gotta stop my robbery and go get that orc lady because she looked at me funny."
Well, luckily for you, we are in the business of thieving,
Oh,
and the fact that you've gotten your hands on this card is an excellent opportunity. Come with me.
okay.
She bids you come with you. Now, before we start rushing to start doing things, I'm gonna do two things at once here. She's gonna lead you this way. She bids you. That's the word. Bids you follow her this way towards the
Okay.
camp. And as that's happening, this man is going to start walking this way.
Oh fuck.
Okay. We gotta stealth him. Stealth kill.
Shit.
Stealth kill?
Yeah.
Stealth
Okay.
kill.
We need two people to kind of do it. Okay. So I'm gonna motion to Metzley that there's two dudes coming over.
Okay.
As you do that, this man right here whistles to the pack.
Oh.
Oh no.
What?
All of them? Oh my god.
He whistled to his friends.
Draylin, if you can hear me, this is my inner thoughts, by the way.
Okay.
Oh dear God, if you can hear me.
Traylon, if you're there.
I'm dragging in my head.
They coming for you. They want you.
Oh,
The best option, I think, is hide.
Okay.
Draylin does not hear this.
What? No!
Wait, how does message work exactly?
Let me look on the. Hold on.
Point your
only
finger.
the target hears and you can reply in the script.
Only.
It says, yeah, the target and only the target hears the message.
Okay.
Can
you,
reply.
You hear that shit,
Okay.
but only that shit. Your connection for now is severed
Oh, fuck.
after the reply.
Okay.
See.
I'm gonna set Jason down, and then I'm gonna get on top of him and like hide. You know, like lay down.
You're gonna lay down on your back. Okay. Alrighty. Dog is struggling to get into this brush here, and
I'm still hiding behind the tree, right?
Jaina literally crawls down and crawls into this log here, like literally inside of it.
Okay.
Don't you guys have illusion spells or something?
Can I stealth cast
yes.
an illusion spell, or is that too far away?
That's probably
You don't currently know this is happening.
Oh, okay.
You're over.
I mean,
here.
I have an illusion. What should I do? What do you think?
I have a plan.
What's your plan?
Can I
Oh,
climb
dude.
up on a Can I climb up on a tree and just send my snake out there?
Oh, you're gonna sacrifice the snake!
So,
Listen.
as this is happening, this man right here
Oh my
says.
god.
This man right here says, "Reveal yourselves."
I'm doing it.
What are you?
I
What
can't-
are you? What
I
are you
can't-
doing?
climbing up on a tree, I pat my stick and just tell him to go.
All right.
no.
Where's he
Goodbye,
going?
Master.
You command him.
No,
Kill them all.
Out in the open.
No.
All right.
then,
You're just gonna send him out in the open.
Out in the
Oh my
open,
God,
and then
we have to
let's see
help
here.
him.
Let's see. I wanted to
Water,
grip one of the closest
Mhm.
Umber soldier.
All right. Give me a second.
All right.
Give me 1 second.
His time is almost up anyway. I think. Not
Yeah,
really.
that's true. His timing is
It's
almost.
been a
up.
while. It's been a while.
If not, we'll. If not, we
It's
will
a
just
whole
have to-
day, isn't it?
Huh? It is a whole day, but
But this day is drawing to an
We
end.
should-
It is
yeah.
evening time.
All right, yeah. Just if not, we would have to fight him again.
Give me a second. I'm looking for a specific song that I have now found. Give me a second.
Water. In
Also have to do make sure all the rules are in order and stuff. Here we go.
can I just tell him to do no specific? Just go.
Oh
go,
yes,
my child.
No, you can. I'm just trying to figure out its roles. Yeah,
All right.
and I also have to get this prepared. So you're just gonna send him out to wrap up this person?
Huh? The closest one, yes.
Okay, so, okay. Alright. So, this person right here is going to take, before any of this happens, a dexterity saving throw, which I will roll right now with my dice. That's a 14. And what's her dex modifier? Dex modifier is +1, so that's 15. What we'll do, Justin,
Yeah.
is you roll a d20, and if it beats 15, this will happen.
Okay.
We'll make it a dexterity thing too, so you can add your dex modifier.
Okay. 19.
It wins. Excellent.
Yay.
As soon as this happens, oop, what the fuck? Moment ruin.
A
Childhood
somber
ruin.
song of my.
Yeah, going off to die. Oh my god. You don't know that yet.
Yeah.
Oh.
He slithers out from the back of the tree and immediately rushes this brute. All three of these guys point their bows at it, and these guys run up as it has now gripped the Umbra brute within its grasp. So,
So while that's happening, can I come back to these guys and talk for a sec?
give me 1 second because I'm still formulating things.
I wipe a tear from my cheek. Yes, yes, Susan. And whisper.
Let's see here. Rip. Okay, cool. I also believe I got the wrong song. I'm sorry. I'm fucking up so hard.
It sure is lovely up here on this tree.
Where did I put it? I swear that I'm so sorry. I'm taking forever. Now, oh my god. I hate YouTube playlists. I just want the song that I had literally prepared beforehand, and now it's not here.
Gotta look
Okay,
through all the
whatever.
history.
This is just gonna be the song. So yeah, it's going to grip this person, and so that person's going to take a Constitution saving throw. Let's see here. It has to pass the snakes. Let's see here. We'll say the number will be in order to avoid that damage. It has to get a number above 14.
Okay. To
Oh
avoid?
shit, that fell off the desk. Hold on.
Oh. Hit the number.
God. Okay, let me get a fucking. Move my keyboard even further back. Here we go.
Further beyond.
That's a 17. So it just is holding this person in place. It's not quite doing any damage yet. Let's see here. All these other guys are looking at it and pointing their bows at it, and are about to begin shooting. What was it you wanted to do, Rachel?
Okay, so I just want to come back and talk to these guys. And quick question: do I recognize these individuals as the one who? Because I think were these the guy? Do I recognize them?
These four over here.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you do.
As the ones who I
Yes.
actually spoke to.
Yes, you do remember them.
Okay,
You can,
so,
it was within the same day, so you can
Yeah.
distinguish the faces you saw earlier.
So I'm gonna come back to these guys and I'm gonna say, hey, those ones tied up over there, they're I spoke to them. Those are the guys that we saw. Remember? Maybe one of us should swim over there and see what's going on.
Hmm. Okay. Are we planning to fight these guys, like all of them?
I
They're
don't know.
distracted enough by big
As you
snake.
say that, you hear the first arrow fly, and it hits the cobra in the side. Give me
Oh,
a
I don't
second.
like this.
I'm gonna start giving the cobra health. Give me a moment.
Okay.
Believe its HP was over here. No, it isn't, because I'm stupid. What the fuck? Okay. Its health value will be this. Okay. And then it just took, it's gonna take 1d4 damage from that arrow. That's just a 1, so it only takes 1 damage. Do you hear them all shouting and screaming amongst each other? This guy comes up and is about to start wrestling the snake to try and free the person, while the other person comes up on its back and is going to stab it for another 1d4 damage.
I shoot that guy that just stabbed it.
Give me 1 second. He does the stab. It does 2 damage to the snake, and now you are going to do something, Metzley.
Yes, I'm gonna burn him. I'm gonna firebolt him from the trees.
All right, that might ruin some plans Rachel's trying to formulate.
They're distracted.
It just gets him off them.
Yeah, they'll be distracted, and their attention will be met towards Metzley, Thog, and Jaina.
Oh, they're hiding. They're fine.
Yeah,
Oh,
Jaina-
yeah, but
What do you want to do?
can I just tell these guys something really quick?
you can tell the 2 people behind you, yes.
Okay, I'm gonna swim over there and talk to them.
Are you gonna try and
while
get
they're
them to help
distracted,
us?
yeah, I'm gonna see if they'll help us. I'm gonna figure out what's going on and see if they'll help us. You guys maybe fight them. I don't know. Make that decision. I'm gonna do this and see what it does. while they're
So
distracted.
roll for stealth.
Are they not
Sorry.
distracted yet? Enough.
These guys are. However, you are crossing into open area, and this guy has a clear view on you. So
okay,
roll for
maybe
stealth.
Okay. Fuck. 19. Or
You-
actually, I'm sorry, 13.
Oh, that's
Am I
okay.
that wrong?
You'd still pass it, because there is a giant fucking snake. So you do get the upper hand on that, and you manage to sneak over to this side next to the bed of the river. And that is what happens.
So,
Well, Corin,
Okay.
looks like you're gonna be our tank right
And
now.
as you do that, the next arrow flies and does 2 damage to the snake.
My child.
And he is
We
going
gotta
to,
help him.
to keep taking damage until things happen.
You know what I should have done? I should have buffed it before.
Yeah, you're right.
I could have. Fuck. I don't know. Draylin, do you have any plans? I don't plan on watching my child.
Well,
Get
we
destroyed.
do need to provide a distraction for Susan. So, do you think we should just fight?
I think it's best to stay hidden because they still don't know that we're here. I hope.
Well, shoot. What do we do?
They
By the
came
way, I
towards
found the
us.
actual song.
Okay.
Put it in.
I am. Give me a second. It's basically this song, but more badass. Hold on. Here we go.
Is my snake making any noise while it's attacking?
It is very loudly hissing.
All right. Let's see. Shit.
Here you go.
What?
So.
where's the-
As this is all happening, another arrow flies
Okay.
and does 3 damage.
All right. As
so now this guy's
that-
focused on the snake?
As that
Um,
arrow flies up, I'd like to cast Shatter. But the thing is, if I cast Shatter, they won't. I'm guessing it won't. They won't know where it came from because it's just a noise.
They will know the direction, but not exactly what caused it. Or is it just a noise? What is shatter exactly? Explain to me.
It's right here. A sudden loud ringing noise emanates in a 10-foot radius from a point you designate within range.
Okay, cool. So yeah, from within 10, yeah, you can do it from somewhere other than your current spot. Yes.
No,
But it has-
it's 60 feet, and then at that point, 10 feet radius. So like,
So
if
he
I
could
can-
literally do it. He
Oh!
could do it right there.
Yeah, you can do it
and-
behind him. Yes, you're a ventriloquist.
Okay, there we go.
So is it a cantrip or a spell?
It's a spell.
Okay, so you do it right now.
I'll cast it over here, and then what do they have to do? They just take, because Blaze and I have the same spell.
Okay.
Constitution saving throw on the turn.
Wait.
Okay, yeah, this is
Yeah.
shatter. So Constitution saving throw.
Oh,
We will do the same roll for all 3 of them. Give me a second.
All right. All these 3 guys.
So what does
Are
it,
you
do you
doing
know
it,
do you
or-
know what they have to beat? Probably your spell save. What's your spell save?
Spell save 12.
They rolled a 19. So what happens when they pass it?
They just
When
take
they-
half damage.
Okay. So
Yeah.
So go ahead and roll for your damage then.
Oh, what's the damage again?
3d8.
2d8.
Oh, are you casting
mine's
as a first
2d8.
level?
Oh, mine's 2d8. So,
Oh, this is from Monster
so
Hunter.
4, and then 4, and then 2, or 4, then 4.
Just make sure you're counting them because I'm doing other things.
Yeah, it's they take 5 damage total.
Okay, thank you. All right, thank you. Just give me one moment.
And that's during like when the snake hisses, because timing.
Hey. All right, hold on.
Please.
So you
This is for snake.
this is for snake. You do as it's like doing it loud, like a very very loud one.
That's the exact noise it makes.
Yeah, you do another extremely loud hissing noise right here at this spot, and it's just a noise, right?
Huh? Yeah.
Yeah. So you pull out a little whistle from your pocket that you've been keeping this whole time, and blow on it, and from it like shoots out a little beam of like gust of air looking kind of thing, right? But it's a little beam of energy, and it hits the ground and does an extremely loud hissing noise, which makes the ears of these 3 men bleed as they kind of crouch down on the ground and begin like grabbing at their foreheads and stuff.
So when that sound happens, I want to jump in the water. And
Okay,
start
you
swimming
jump in
this
the
way.
water as that happens. The rapids begin taking you down this way. What are you going to do as you begin going down this way?
When I get here, I'm gonna grab onto the bridge.
Okay, it is a bit high up, I will say. I should let you know.
Do you
You
think-
you look around. It would be reachable if you like somehow launched yourself out of the water. So as you're going down, I'm going to make you do a acrobatics check.
Okay, hold on. Give me just a sec. Okay. 15 plus 1, that's 16.
You pass. You jump up and grab the edge of this. But as that's happening, I'm going to come back to you, J Money, because you four are all over here. And kind of as the moment they all like started shouting, and you can hear the fighting coming from across the area. It's like a kind of like a mumble of like yelling and screaming and stuff. And they all look that way. And she looks back and she's like, "What the bloody hell is that?" She says, "You stop right there." She points her rapier at you. You said you were alone.
I am. You see that? There's a giant fucking snake over there.
Oh Jesus Christ! Stay right
Oh
here.
my god.
She bids you come over here and sits you down on this bench next to a tied up Alphonse, Yeljean, and Edgar. And she is going to stay right here, and she's like, "You 3, fuck." She kind of like looks down at her hands and is just kind of like, "You 2." And she like looks over at this guy and this girl, and she's like, "You stay here." Then she points over to the one over here, and is like, "Jenna, go help." And she begins barreling down this way. Ever these 2 are over here, just kind of like keeping like back up, and she points her rapier directly at Alphonse's neck. And she says, "I don't know who the bloody fuck you are, but you brought backup, didn't you?" And he says in reply, Rachel, back to you.
Alright, so I'm gonna pull myself up on here.
You reach up onto the or you pull yourself up onto the bridge, and you're all wet and soaked. And this guy just is kind of like, "Holy, what the fuck?" He's kinda,
Hey!
he like pokes you with his boot, and he's like, "Are you real?"
Yeah, do you remember me?
It's a mermaid.
We spoke.
He kind of like is nudging to the guys behind him, and he's like, guys, it's the half-orc girl."
Hey, there we go.
They look back
Okay.
over at you, and they're like, "Oh, fucking, now what?"
What's happening here? Can I get an explanation?
This guy over here is like, "Our boss's soft heart got us fucked." And Shade looks back, and he's just kind of like, and then like kind of droops his head down and looks forward. This guy over here is like, "When we were looting the place, we had no idea, but Lorna came this way. We had no idea she'd be coming, and the moment she caught wind that we spared somebody, she tied us up. I believe she planned to throw us in the river with rocks at our feet. You can see a pile of rocks sitting over here at the end of the bridge.
Alright, well, that's not gonna happen. I'm gonna let you guys go. Will you help me?
I kinda wanna go home. The other two guards nod in agreement. Shade is not saying anything, though.
Can I try and convince them?
You can roll for persuasion, yes.
Alright, that is something I am good at. Okay, I have +4, +5, let's see. So this, that's a 4 plus a 4?
Yeah.
It's
They
8.
look up at you and they're like, there's a giant snake and they're gonna kill us. And I
Just
just
The
wanna
giant
go."
snake is on our side. Buddy.
What?
Is that enough persuasion?
We've got how
Suddenly
many
your
people?
persuasion is +5.
Wait, for real?
This one's kind of like, how do we know that snake is on your side? What the hell is happening?
I have allies in the trees, controlling it.
This one's like, oh fuck yeah!
Yeah.
And this is like, cut us loose, cut us loose.
We can get those motherfuckers back for thinking they could drown you in this river because
Yeah!
you were nice.
Yeah!
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah!
Alright, so I'm gonna cut their ties.
Okay, you pull out a little hunting knife that you have in your little pouch, and you cut open the bonds that were tying them up, and they kind of get up and like grab their wrists and stuff and look around, and they're like, "Oh, this is awesome! You have weapons, right?"
Yes? Ish? You don't? Okay, they don't have any weapons.
They
on them.
don't. They aren't carrying the crossbows on their current models.
Fuck. Okay, so
Oh, I have one.
Do you have any extra stuff?
I
I
have
do.
extra stuff.
I do too.
I have one great axe because I also have the great axe that I got from that guy, and I have a javelin.
I have a great axe as well on me.
So, what? Well, currently, right now, with Rachel, with these 4 people, what are you going to equip them with?
So this guy is he? How's he doing?
Shade?
Yeah.
He's kind of surprised at the moment and at a loss for words.
Okay, so
He's
which one
he's-
of you?
For like a while there, you could tell he was a little bit downtrodden, like depressed. But now he's just kind of like not knowing what the hell to think.
All right, so which one of you do you think will be best with a great axe?
The 3 of them look around. By the way, did I mention this guy was big?
Okay, then.
At the beginning of this session, I had them like big, but I like resized them. This one's a big guy. They all kind of look over towards him, and they're like, "You want that guy?"
Okay, so I'm gonna give him my normal great axe.
All right, you give him your regular great axe, and he picks it up and is now holding it. Remove that from your inventory for now.
Okay. How do I do that even? Can I just
Just
like,
yeah, no,
put
yeah.
it
Here,
over
let me give you a card. Hold on. Basically everything that you give to these people, write down on this card I just gave you.
Okay.
So just so we remember.
Say regular great axe. So it's not the one that is good. And then the only other thing that I have on me is a javelin.
A javelin, huh?
Yeah.
This
the
one
Minotaur
over here
one?
is like, I was on the javelin team in grade school.
All right, I will give it to you.
You
From
hand
the
it over
inside.
to him. Here we go. And then Shades just kind of like pushes this guy to the side, and he's like, "Oh, I understand you need help, but do you really sure you want to do this with thieves?"
Hey, you were nice to me earlier. Like I trust you.
Hi, friends help friends, and he puts out his hand to shake yours.
Let me give it a good shake. A strong shake.
All right, good strong shake. His arm he's a wimpy guy.
Well, not too strong.
You shake it firmly. As this is happening, back over here, this guy is going to plunge another knife into the snake, which I will roll now. 3 damage. Oh,
Did she not leave? Did Python not leave? Or
no, she's still over there with you.
okay.
She's pointing her rapier directly at Alphonse's neck right now.
Oh, that's not.
While the other 2 people behind her have their weapons drawn. This guy with 2 daggers and this person with 2 axes.
Oh.
Go. This guy just kind of moves back a little bit with his ears bleeding. This one tries to get up and ready up his bow again, and this one is just kind of not fucking having it because it's got a migraine right now. Plus that shatter. This person comes in and leaps up and grapples on to where this person is being restrained. But before that happens, the snake is going to try to grapple it one more time. So that the person rolled a 17, which is a passing saving throw. And it's not going to take any damage. However, this one pulls kind of loose enough for this person to get up and plunge an axe into the snake. And the axes, I believe, are 1d6. Let me pull out my 1d6. That's a 4. She just plunges the axe into it and does 4 damage to it.
My baby.
My baby. All right. What do you guys want to do from here?
So,
Traylon?
So I don't really know what's going on over here, but I know what's going on over here. So I think immediately I'm gonna lead these guys
Okay.
over here.
Let me just name this guy Rapier, and then this guy Great Axe. There we go. All right, and then
Somebody has a
Susan's lacking
rapier?
one,
You
Susan's
mean
lacking-
I'm Javelin. I don't know why I got those confused. Thank you.
Okay,
Javelin.
and then I'm just gonna tell them really quick. I don't have any more weapons on me aside from the one I have, but my friends will, and I'm sure
Shade
these
kind of
bad
like
men
does
will.
like a open and close grasping motion with his hands. He's like, I don't need any weapons.
Oh,
Hey,
cool.
All right, who?
Joe.
He looks over at you and he's kind of like, are we ready to get started?
Yeah. Let's.
He does like a zigzag motion straight up to this guy. I'm gonna roll a d20 here. Let's just say this guy has to get above 10.
Oh.
That's a 9.
Oh,
Whoa,
fuck. No.
He grabs him at the neck, and pulls him back, and is kind of like has his arm around him and is struggling with him, with his other hand covering the mouth. This guy looks over, and immediately readies his crossbow at Shade.
Can I run over?
Yes, you can.
Stop him. All right, cool. I'm gonna attack him with my axe.
Alrighty. This guy does not know what the fuck to do because he has no weapons. What'd you roll?
That's a 9 plus my proficiency, right?
Yes.
5.
Bandit.
Or
9.
wait.
Oh, so
Well,
you
you're
roll.
to hit.
Yeah,
Oh.
to hit.
It's proficiency plus your strength modifier.
9 plus 4. That's fucking something.
9 plus
13.
4 is okay. 13. Yeah, you hit. So go ahead and roll for damage.
That's a D12. Right? 7.
Okay. You go up to Bandit 3, who has now had like ringing in his ears. And is there any particular way you want to kill this guy?
Oh,
Oh, he's gonna die?
These are not very strong fellas.
Okay, so can I want to do something like real fucked up. Like I just want to
I've got some for you if you can't think of anything.
I want to cut him in like an artery that I know is gonna bleed out. So like
Oh my
he'll
God.
bleed out for a while.
I was gonna say like because he's got the bleeding ears, you could smack him in the side of the head and just shut his brain down.
Oh
my
yeah,
God.
that's good.
So you reel back your axe, and instead of hitting him with the normal blade side, you hit the blunt end directly onto his head, and just you see his eyes go wide, and then all motion in his face stops, and he falls to the ground. And you
Sorry.
are going to gain 5 gold pieces.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, Shade is over here. He's still wrestling with this guy right now. Mr. Great Axe comes over, and sees the situation with the snake, and is gonna try and wrestle this girl off here. So we'll say he has to get again above a 10. He rolled a 9. He grabs onto her, but he kind of shoves her off a little bit. And so he just kind of has the great axe and is shaken with it a little bit. Is hesitant to strike. So there we go. That is what's going on right now. Mr. Javelin's gonna walk over here and try and find a target. Do you guys want to do anything before anything else goes on?
Can I shoot?
We can
Wait,
see all of them come through, right?
I don't want to fucking
Yeah.
shoot if these two are here. I don't know if I wanna
You guys
lose.
can see all the action.
All right. Roland, I guess this is good to go.
Yeah, I guess so.
All right. Shit.
You two
Wait,
better
do
be
we
very
wait?
quiet.
Wait, what's?
Wait, she's in the logs.
Do we roll initiative?
This
or-
isn't orthodox combat. This is unorthodox combat. Shit is wild right now.
Okay.
So
Okay.
no initiative. Just
Can we move
go.
like right here.
We should get the
Alright.
thing, the guys off the
Metzley
thing.
begins slowly creeping to the side here, into the middle of the brush.
I want to shoot this guy.
If you're going to do it from the middle of the brush, I'm gonna have to do some kind of like aiming, roll.
Rush.
So,
Wouldn't it be
we'll say,
disadvantage?
we'll just give you disadvantage because you're in the middle of a fucking bush.
Disadvantage. Come
Yeah.
on, man.
There's a lot of fucking sticks and shit everywhere. So go ahead and roll to hit this guy.
Hold on. I have to move everything. 17.
Okay, definitely hit. Roll for damage.
Alright. I was doing disadvantage.
Oh, fucking thank you for reminding me.
Hey, you're welcome. I'll roll again. Don't
I thought you
worry.
already did the disadvantage.
No, disadvantage is you roll twice.
Well, I
and
know,
keep
but
scoring
I
them.
thought you were okay.
You only heard it once. It's a 19, so...
That damn. Guess you got an
Don't
18
matter.
then, son. All right, go ahead and roll for damage.
Oh shit, where's my 10? With this thing? Yeah, it is. Mondo damage, boys! That's a 6 plus 2. No, actually, it's more. Hold on. Where's the card at? I have to find it. Add your charisma modifier. Okay, my charisma modifier is 3.
So it's
So,
6 plus
9.
3, 9. Okay. And it was at this guy, number bandit 1.
This-
I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
It's an Eldritch Blast, right?
Yeah.
You fire off the Eldritch Blast at this guy, who is kind of like taking aim for the Cobra, and real quick, I'm gonna have him just do a dexterity check. Or I guess just dexterity check. You got a 9, and his dexterity modifier is +1, so that would just be 10. He's not gonna do it. I was gonna see if he could get one more arrow off before he dies. You fucking shoot him in the head, and he falls over, and his eyes roll up to the top of his head with the black magic kind of enveloping his like lower face, and it just kind of sizzles away as he dies. While this is going on, back over here with you, Flamingo.
What up?
Here we go. Python still has her sword on Alphonse. Real quick, these two have their weapons drawn. Is there anything you want to do right now?
Oi. What was her name? Python?
Python Lorna. She only told
Python.
you. She only told you her name was Python, though.
Yeah. Oi, Python. This is the man I was robbing back in the city.
This man. You
Yes.
robbed this. He looks over at you, and she kind of like gets closer to you, and is like, "What did he have that you needed to rob? And why would he
I was
have a
looking-
protection squad with a giant snake with him?"
He has a protection squad with a giant snake?
As a fucking apparently.
What the fuck? Man, I was probably trying to rob the wrong person then. I was looking for some precious stones, dude.
Oh my god. Alright. As this happens, everyone give me a second. Real quick, let's see here.
Wait, oh. Did I get 5 gold, right?
You do, yes, I'm sorry, I forgot to mention.
No, yeah.
Thanks. Let's see here. So she just kind of like looks at you and looks back at him, and she's like, so you've got no idea who this is or why he's got a squad with him?
No.
Oh, shit. She picks up Alphonse by his cuff and pulls him right past you over towards the river.
Oh my
Real
gosh, she's
quick.
gonna waterboard him.
She removes the bandage from his mouth, and she says to him, "Your name now, or you drown." And as this happens, I'm gonna do a roll real quick. That's above 10. Okay, give me a second. It's
Oh no.
We'll be right back.
Above 10.
If a crocodile
Oh no!
comes out of the
Don't
water,
wait a minute to
and eats
BRB.
her?
Wait a minute to BRB. So he's holding her by his cuffs at the edge of the water, but as this happens, he kind of like gets up a little bit and kicks back his left leg and trips up Python, and then goes whoops.
Wrong song.
I don't know why I keep getting that one. I even copy and
Because you
paste
keep
this one.
linking the.
Oh yeah, you're right. God damn it.
It's doing the whole
see it.
playlist again.
I know. I just realized. Thank you for reminding me. There we go. He kicks back her leg, and she is now on the ground. He scoots back towards you, Flamingo, and he's like, "Quick, cut me loose!"
Okay, do it.
You take
my
out your knife
longsword.
and cut open his binds. He unsheathes his greatsword.
Great sword.
Yeah, he's had a greatsword this whole time.
He's unsheathed it like once.
He kicks forward Python towards the edge of the water, and swings down his sword and decapitates her.
Oh, hell yeah, Al.
She is now fucking dead.
I didn't know you had it in you, Al.
He turns back around with his great sword and blood all over it, and he's like, "Quickly, Flamingo, secure the little girl." She's gonna.
They gets knocked over.
She's going to begin trying to run away from you. Roll, I think, for what would be a chase check.
Dexterity.
It would be dexterity. So we'll do like I'll just do like a dex saving throw. Roll for dex. You get a +4 to that. Flamingo.
Wait, what?
You roll for dex to
Roll a
see if you
dex.
catch this
Okay.
girl.
I got a 7.
+4.
Plus,
It's
7,
11.
8, 9, 10, 11. She's not very fast, so she runs and manages to get all the way out here before you finally catch her, and bind her hands behind her back, and she's just kind of like struggling, not really screaming or yelling, but just kind of like as you kind of hold her tied up. She is actually let me resize you just to get the sizes about right. She's much smaller than you because she is a gnome child, and you are a gnome man. There we go.
Yes.
And this guy right here with the knife, and this girl with the axe, just kind of look over each other, and are like, holy shit. And basically, Al, yells back over to the two of them, and says, "Weapons on the ground if you do not wish to meet the same fate!" This guy complies, and is going to begin fucking running off into the forest. This one does not. She's going to try and tussle with Al. While this is going on, back over here, let's restart with this end of the section. What's going on?
Let's see.
we should get the soldiers off the snake, I guess.
You got it. First, I have to save my child. I want to do a healing word on him on my snake child.
Oh my god, it's gonna have full health. when it kills us.
Because before you do that, because it is your snake and you have it charmed, I'm going to tell you its health value when we started the fight, not what it is now. But its max health is 100.
Oh,
So-
I think it'll be okay.
It's fine. It doesn't need
Yeah.
yours.
On second thought, he'll be fine.
I figured I should tell you that since you are
He's a
the
big,
one charming
healthy
him.
boy, I hope.
Yeah.
He
He's,
probably ate a Minotaur on the way out.
He's eating a bit of dirt, but he's relatively fine.
Oh, wait.
Some
I have a
good
question.
Yeah.
Since it's about to run out, like the charm,
hmm
can I charm it?
Yes.
Oh, fuck. Dude, do you mind
So
if I charm it,
here's
please?
what's gonna happen. You basically, Justin has it charmed, right?
Yes.
Justin, so he's going to try and out-charm you. For command of the snake. Are you okay with this?
Hey man, it's family.
Alright. So, I won't make you guys do a compete roll.
No, compete, no.
Well, just so we can have it longer.
Yeah. As long as it's on our side, it's fine. Alright.
Remember, you can fail this.
Well,
What?
it has to fail the saving throw.
Yeah.
And it's not a very smart
So here's
snake.
what's gonna happen. If it fails, or I'm sorry, if it succeeds,
Oh fuck.
It's no longer going to be charmed by Justin.
Oh. Fuck. Well, I
Are
mean,
you sure you wish to continue with this?
well, even if it fails, they're
now.
fighting. They're fighting the guys.
Yeah.
Don't.
I mean, you don't have to do it now. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Like, do
Well,
it.
how do we know when it's gonna run out?
By the time tomorrow that he charmed it today, which was midday tomorrow.
Okay,
Okay,
we
so
still
we-
have time.
we have
Yeah, we still
time.
have time. I thought it was like
Plenty of time. No.
We have
okay.
Drolin, we have time. I say as I point my crossbow at one of the
Yeah.
guards on my snake.
As
Yeah,
you say
whatever.
that,
Beautiful snake.
as you say that, this person is going to lunge both axes into the side of it and roll
Oh,
2d6s of damage.
Oh shit.
We should
That's a
shoot those
1?
guys.
And a 2. She does. She kind of like skims the side of its scales and gets a couple scales off, but only does 3 damage to it. Let's see here.
Shit.
I'm gonna Eldritch Blast that one in the back of the head.
Which one? This one? Okay, rolled it.
I didn't make my roll yet.
Do I,
What was your roll for?
Huh?
he wants the crossbow
on one of the
attack
on
or
one of-
something.
Yeah,
Oh, you go first, Justin. I'm sorry for
Yeah,
skipping
go
over
for
you.
the one right here, closest to me.
Stop
Oopsies.
picking them up.
Oopsies. This is. I'm sorry.
This guy here.
Huh?
One I'm picking up?
Shit. Yeah.
Okay, what'd you roll?
I rolled a
8.
plus fucking 2. Damn it.
You miss. You shoot at the guy right in front of the snake, and real quick, I'm gonna make you just roll a dex saving throw. It was a very messy fight.
It is a messy fight. I fucked that up.
2.
That's a 2.
Can I leave a 1?
You missed the guy. Roll for damage.
Ah shit.
Oh fuck no.
You hit a wound on the snake and deal 8 damage to it.
He doesn't know.
It'd be your own boys.
It be your own boys.
All right. Blaze goes next, right?
We don't have particular order, but he did say he wanted to go next.
Yes,
So
I'll
Yeah.
shoot the guy in the back of the fucking skull. Hold on. Do I have disadvantage, or is he right in front of me and I'm okay?
He's a lot closer. However, you're still kind of in the brush. I won't give you disadvantage this one time.
I didn't hear that last part.
Yeah, okay, I'm sorry. Basically, like, you're in the brush. He's kind of right in front of you. However, the thing's squirming around and there's like a tree in front of you. So for now, I'm still gonna give you the disadvantage, I think. I kind of changed my mind in the middle there. Very indecisive.
Yeah, I can tell. That's an 11 plus 5. Wait,
And then you
Yes.
gotta roll again.
plus 5. So 16, and that's a 18, 5.
So you definitely are gonna hit no matter what, despite the disadvantage. Let me go ahead and give this. Let me give the brutes numbers real quick.
Where the hell did that?
1 and 2.
Oh, it's right here.
Thief 1 and Thief 2. There we go.
Gotta roll damn.
Yeah, go ahead and roll your damage.
That's 6. Wait. Yeah, 6. Making sure the line was in the right place. Plus 3, so 9.
Okay, so 9 damage onto the brute. So, alright. You from the back of the brush, you shoot out a blast of eldritch energy onto the brute that had just done damage, and kind of blast her back to the side a little bit, and onto her side as she kind of like clasps at her at the side of her torso, and is in deep pain. You can see like pain all over her face. Her face is all red and shit. Excuse me. This guy right here just kind of like jumps back and he's like, what the fuck? And he just kind of like is gonna run back a little bit right next to behind Susan, as much as he can.
Can I go?
Real quick. Let's see here.
Oh wait.
Serpent,
What?
real quick, is going to slam. He has this guy like kind of like as a chokehold. He slams the back of his head into the dirt and kind of like leapfrogs him, and he's going to do 1d4 damage to that guy. That's just a 1. That was Bandit 2, correct? He slams his head into the dirt, and does a really quick pattern back up to here and jags and kind of like he like jumps over this way and kind of like kicks his leg in the dirt and like boosts his way over to the brute. And he's going to reach for her neck, and let's see what he can get with a roll. Shit, that's on the floor. All right, let's see where that rolled at. Hello, floor.
Darn shit, that's
Hello,
almost
Dawson.
Well, first I have to find it. First issue, finding the dice. Do I sound more echoey right now?
No.
Not particularly.
Oh, it's a 7. Okay. I was gonna say because I was under my desk. It was kind of goofy. He rolls a 7, so he kind of like tries to grapple around her, but she like picks up like her other hand that isn't on her torso and grabs at his arms and is trying to like struggle to keep him like off her. What are you gonna do, Rachel?
Okay, so that guy I killed, can I grab his weapon and throw it to this guy?
Which yes, it was a. Why
It was
can't
a
I-
Probably a crossbow. 'cause the
Crossbow.
guy- it
Thank
was
you.
one
I
of
couldn't
guys in
remember the
back,
name
yeah.
of the thing. Yeah, you grab the crossbow and toss it over to this guy, and he grabs it and he's like, I don't know how to use this.
Figure it out.
Oh
Just
shit!
shoot your gun.
He kind of
Wolf.
like is like patting around on him and stuff. He's like, have you got any arrows?
Oh shoot. Does this guy have any on him?
As it happens, this guy turns around to him, readies his own crossbow, reloads
no.
it. Let's see here. Before you can react, he's going to roll to hit. It's a
Carmine,
Just copy him!
14. He's going to land a hit onto Shade's man.
No.
Crossbows do how much damage? They do
Get 6.
Baby.
1d8 piercing.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Allow me to
that's
find this. Here we go. It's a big fat 8. He shoots the arrow directly, like, kind of like in an artery by his neck. He falls backwards, and is kind of like grabbing at his neck, barely like hanging on for life.
Okay, well, now can I...
Give me a second to produce. It was 8 damage to him. Okay, so.
18.
Okay, yes. Now you may do as you
Alright.
want.
Let's kill this motherfucker.
All right, cool.
I never got to go.
That's a
gotta be
9 plus
assertive.
4. That's 13 again.
I
Yeah,
can't
this is war, boy.
kill everything.
we'll have you go after
spell.
We'll have you go after Rachel.
Alright.
Ricky. Okay, so what were you doing? I'm sorry, Rachel.
I'm attacking with my great axe. I got a 13. Well, I got a 9 plus 4. 13.
Yeah, so you do just barely manage to hit him. Roll for damage.
And that is a d12. Let's see. 4.
So you go up to the bandit right there, and what do you do to him?
I'll cut off his little fingers.
Okay,
Happy
you
days.
reach for his hands that are grabbing onto the crossbow, and you chop a good 3 of them off.
Yeah.
You swipe just at the right area, and he kind of like reels back with that hand, and he's like, "Ah, Jesus!" Wait, Jesus doesn't exist in this world. Hold on.
What's
Or
his
the
gun?
Nine Divine.
Yeah, by the 9 divines, my fingers. For all 3 gods I worship. Yeah, you do that. Now, Draylin, what's up, son?
Yeah. Alright. I want to hit Umbra Brute, this guy right here, near Serpent Man.
Give me a second.
This.
It's the one that's being yeah, next to Shade Serpent. Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm gonna finish her off. Alright. I'm probably just gonna use Ray Frost.
All right, go ahead and roll the hit.
Okay. Okay. That's a 9 plus 6.
What the fuck? Holy cow!
That's my charisma modifier.
Yeah, his
That's
charisma
true.
to hit is so high.
Hold on.
So you're definitely gonna hit. Roll for
Be
damage.
gone. Alright, hold on. What's that again? 1d8.
1d8.
Yeah.
What the hell does my d8 one look like again?
Kind of weird. looking.
A diamond?
Yeah, okay, I think this is it. Yeah, okay, I'm just gonna... Yeah, okay. That's a 4.
You are one lucky son of a gun.
Ooh! Yeah! Yatta!
Yatta! All right, so from the bush, you ready and aim a direct shot past this thief who's kind of dodging around, trying to fight the snake. And right as he's over on this edge, you shoot it, and it goes right through, like past the back of his head, shoots off this brute that Shade was wrestling with, and she lands on the floor, and you kind of like hit her head, and like added weight to it with the ice that was on it, and it like actually like hits the ground at terminal velocity, and she just is dead.
Jesus.
All right. Now before this next, before we do
How much
next,
gold does he get?
5 gold.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry, I keep forgetting. You guys have to remind me about that stuff.
I
will
forgot
forget.
too, so it's okay.
Yeah. So real quick before we move on, J Money, do you want to do anything?
I'm holding the girl. She's trying to escape me. So
Okay. Do you want to do anything with that situation?
Can I
Throw the girl in the
over
water.
here
You have yes.
Just kidding.
and have Dr. Yiljehan hold on to her and examine her. Make sure she's okay?
Alphonse and this brute are having combat right now. You bring her over to Yeljeon and Edgar. Do you wish to cut them free?
Yeah, I cut Yiljehan and Edgar free.
You cut them free. You tell them to hold on to the little girl, and Yeljeon replies, "It's pronounced Yeljeon, not Yelheon." And she is holding on to the back of her hands, while Marina, like, kind of like, you don't know her name yet. The little girl struggles and is kind of like, and she's like, no, please don't do that. Edgar's kind of like, here, over here. And he just kind of like gets a firm grasp on her hands, and she kind of like gives up a little bit because of his very firm grasp. Do you wish to do anything about this situation?
Can I attack this guy?
You absolutely may. Get the roll to
And
hit.
do I have priority?
Not right now because this person is alert. It is combat. She is fighting with Alphonse. Her senses are at their highest.
No. I'm asking because like my sneak attack says. You do not need an advantage on an attack roll if another enemy of the target is within 5 feet of it
Okay.
for the sneak attack. So
So you do not need advantage on it?
correct to use my sneak attack.
Oh. Okay, I see what you mean. Yeah, so it's already in combat with another person. In that case, yeah, you can go ahead and do that.
Okay, then I'm gonna go ahead and do my rolls real quick.
Go for it.
Okay, that's a 6 on the longsword,
Okay, 6 on longsword.
and it's a 5 on rapier.
6 and a 5. All right, thank you.
So I miss both.
Yeah,
Unless 8 is a number to hit.
that is nope. Did you add the modifiers?
+2.
And okay, so
So
no,
7
no.
and 8.
No, yeah, you would barely miss the 8 one, I think.
Yeah.
Excuse me. All right, so you go up kind of onto the side with this brute here and try and do like a double swipe at it, at her, sorry. And she manages to dodge just in time, but now you have her cornered with Alphonse with his great sword out and you with your weapons out.
Mhm.
And she sees the both of you. And she's just kind of like backed up with her back against the wall, and is looking around, weighing her options. She kind of like kneels down on the ground and throws her axes into the dirt.
Mm-hmm.
And she kind of lifts up her hands, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she says, "Spare me."
Mm. I mean, I'm good. I'm chill. It's all up to Bossman over here.
Alphonse begins to sheathe his greatsword. As he does that, the brute picks up the left axe very quick and tosses it at Alphonse, and it literally does not go anywhere near his head. It's actually the most embarrassing thing you've ever seen.
Okay, and after she does that, I lunge at her.
Okay. You can go ahead and roll the hit.
Wah, wah.
That's a 1 for the sword. And a 14 for the rapier.
So, good news, you hit with the rapier.
Yeah.
So, okay. Yeah, with the short sword, you got a 1, right?
Yeah.
You lunge at her, and first
It's
we're
a
gonna
long
do
sword, by the way.
a
not
long,
short sword.
a long sword, and that's a one-handed thing.
Yeah, I can do it one-handed or two-handed. Two-handed is a D10. One-handed is a
Ah,
D8.
gotcha. Okay. So you go ahead and do the rapier damage.
Okay, let me D8. 7. No wait, 1.
Baller.
Wait, really?
Yeah, 1.
Oh my god. Okay, so
God.
you go up with the rapier and like kind of like get a you get like a hit on the side of her arm. But as she does that, she uses that arm that you hit to actually grab your arm and wrestle the long sword, I'm sorry, out of your hands and is now wielding it with her other axe.
Oh,
I thought
so
you were gonna
she
say
has
wrestle
my
the short man.
longsword now?
She is now equipped with your long sword.
Okay.
So while that's happening, excuse me one second. I'm a little bit reluctant to do this just because it's a chaotic chapter, but we're gonna do a little bit of a break.
I was gonna say, can we take a bathroom
That's
break?
literally just what I was about to say. It's like everything's happening so fast, so it's like breaks are kind of like,
I'll be right
well,
back.
time to stop the momentum. But yeah, my throat's getting like really dry, so
Time
we'll
to
do
start.
we'll do like a 11-minute break. We'll come back at 12 at midnight.
Cool.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go get a drink.
Me too.
What's the light on in the kitchen? I don't even know what it is. Okay.
I'm gonna go get a drink.
Hello.
Hello? Hello? Oh. Hello.
Everyone is pissed.
Yeah, I was just
I'm so glad I have my mini fridge in my fucking room.
gonna bring that mini fridge down here, boy.
I only fit 6 cans. I need a new one.
Need a new one.
Yeah. We all coming back?
I don't know.
Filing in.
DM's not here.
Time to fuck it up. Oh my god.
Time to post.
Why do you think that, dude? Wasn't there a rap part in this song?
I don't know.
That's drawing. It's immensely singing this to your character. On my toes. Ow. For you, baby. I put this way down before I get VOD mute. And Dawson gets angry. Just in case he messes up his audio again.
I think, right?
What?
I said for the third time.
Yeah. Oh man, I hope my snake's okay.
He's gonna be fine. If not, just heal him again.
I'm back with. Oh, I'm back with drinks.
Everybody back.
We're still gonna wait a bit to start again.
Dawson needs to recuperate because he has to jump from like.
I've been talking a lot, yeah.
Yeah.
He has to keep
I'm
up to,
actually,
like
like-
sections.
I'm actually 1,000-fold more satisfied with this chapter than I thought I was gonna be. I'm like
Yeah.
having so much fun right now.
I'm liking it.
Cause we doing tricky shit.
Yeah. I still like the instant DM spell so much. That's so funny. Fucking message.
Oh.
It's a good spell. It's useful to have.
Hey, bud.
Like just the fact that you suddenly hear Draylin in your head.
I
I thought it
know
was
that
fucking
voice.
weird. I mean, I can't talk about it yet in canon. So.
True. Yeah, you don't know what the hell.
Yeah.
It's funny.
God, is that you?
Oh my god.
Yes, my
it's
children.
God.
It's me.
Oh, I thought you were the
One-
other guy.
I mean, we do both hail the same god, Boros.
That's true.
Boros.
You could,
Crazy.
you could have been like, I'm Boro.
I'm Boros.
Dude,
my
oh
god.
my god! You could have trolled the shit out of him. You could have been like, "Hello, my son. It is me, Boros."
Hello.
I'll do that. I can do that to like anybody, so I could do that.
You could do that to Susan.
You
I
can
could
to
do that too.
NPCs.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Oh, dude. Excelsior or Philadelphia is winning.
Oh,
Yes.
It's still going.
Oh shit, Pine's on.
Oh, it's over. That's a wrap.
Is it on game? Oh, dude, yeah, they're up too. Awesome. Damn, these teams are so actually even. It's crazy.
Hey, this
Oh,
is a
yes.
bop.
Hold on.
Philly.
Is it hip though?
Are we still?
Oh,
Oh,
it's
it's
hip.
hip.
Oh, it's
Oh,
hip.
it's hip.
It's hip. Yeah,
What do you mean?
it's hip.
This is how it was in the base game.
It's hip.
That's how I remember my Galaxy song.
That's just the song.
Oh, rhythm must be lagging. Don't worry.
Oh, remix?
I'm gonna make a bee fucker character.
Oh no!
No.
On TV.
You know, one of the thumbnails. Hold on.
Why am I still hearing the song?
Because it plays the song.
Oh.
It's a Siva gunner, so it makes
Oh.
it fun. I'm gonna post it in the loop.
Fuck these. Like how the card is still just over here.
Oh yeah.
It got washed away in the. Actually, no. You still have it with you.
Please.
No, I handed it to her.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, it got washed away
No
in
one
the
just
river.
moved it.
It's gone.
It's fucking gone.
Look at what I posted in the loop this
Oh my
stream.
god. Stop.
Fuck, please.
Is that actual fan art of Vinny?
I don't think it says image from Monster Resume, so.
Oh. Damn it.
Damn it.
It's it.
It's hip to
Official image from Monster Resume.
Fuck. Please. Fuck. Oh my god, the thumbnail. What the fuck?
What's
Yeah.
this? Yeah, man.
Oh my god, thank god that's on my top monitor. Alright. Is everyone here?
Scared to
Rachel
fuck
is,
bees.
yeah.
No,
Oh.
we're still waiting on Rachel.
I'm scared to fuck
She's back.
this.
I hear her
Oh shit.
making noise. It could be family.
Hello?
Oh, you know what? Here, we'll do a different. Like that.
Thanks, Vinny. Thanks for stopping in on the stream.
Fuck, please.
Wait, so Philadelphia just has. Oh wait, no, they're at the top of them right there. That's pretty close.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay, cool. What the hell is this?
Hey, I have a request,
New
DM.
song.
Yes, what is it?
Can we play some Earthbound music, baby?
If you can get me some intense Earthbound music right now, yes.
Alright, I'm gonna look up intense Earthbound music.
If not, I have another song.
Just play Gygus.
What is this?
I guess
it's
stupid
noise.
song?
Fucking Blaze is playing Siva Gunner.
Look,
This is intense. Now this is beans.
This is me. Where is the other song? Fuck.
Okay, this one's literally called
Called what?
Formidable Foe.
Okay, play it.
Alright.
which one is that? Oh, that's Mother. Right.
Oh!
I'll take it. Alright, off break. So.
Is Alexa back?
Alexa.
Sorry. Oh fuck.
You got your girls mixed up!
Everything's just so loud. Hold on.
Alexa, kill
All
this
girls is the same.
All girls is the same.
That's not true.
Part of the joke.
That is not true.
Yeah, there's a thing called humor. Alright, so back to the game.
I'm the #1 respecter of women.
So, we'll
Prove it.
come back to you in a second, J Money. While that is all happening, here with the snake, this guy's going to attack it real quick and deal a 1d4. Holy shit, my desk's a mess right now. Hold on. Shit everywhere. Here we go. He deals just a 1. Okay, this is goofy. I'm sorry.
Alright, I'll find a better one.
Okay, I spelled disconnect wrong. Hold on.
Give me actually 1 second.
Okay, you got 1
One.
second. 1.
One.
One lol.
Just be faster for
Got
it.
him.
What did I? Oh, I did.
I'm just gonna go fucking classic Final Fantasy on this bitch.
Let's hear it.
Class.
If it's the Final Fantasy VII battle theme.
No. It's 8.
Oops.
All Final
that's
Fantasy
not
is the
correct.
same.
Okay. It sounds like fucking Smash Bros. So yeah, he kind of like does a very weak knife attack onto it and just does 1 damage and chops off like a scale or some shit. From this point forward, we're actually going to do initiative, just because we are fully in combat now. Everyone's in combat now, so we're gonna roll. Everybody roll initiative.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
My real dice.
And tell me what your numbers are with their rolls, and I will do it one by one when I say your name. Rachel, what'd you get?
I'm going last.
Let me add. What do I add to it again? I'm sorry.
As usual.
Dexterity.
What's
Dexterity
your
is
initiative
so-
rate? The 1.
That's gonna be 10.
Ricky.
That's a 2, bud.
Hold on, let me put down your character. Just give me a second.
I'm always gonna go last. I'll just say that right now.
2. Okay, so 10, 2. Metzley, what's up?
15.
Okay. Let's see here. Flamingo.
16.
Is that with the modifier?
No.
What's
Plus
the
2, so
Yeah, always tell me it with the modifiers. So that's 18.
18.
Corin.
4.
Baller. Okay.
Yeah.
So the order here is going to be Metzley. I need to like get closer on this. Metzley, or
Flamingo
I'm so
must-
sorry, Flamingo.
Well,
I was zoomed out.
Oh, yeah, he's fighting.
Flamingo, Susan, Corin, and then Draylon.
Baller.
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 That's my new catchphrase. All right. So
You
let me
do.
upside. Just this fucking card is tiny. There we go. Much
Oh,
better.
now it's huge.
Well, yeah, I want it to be huge.
Huge.
Water and water and water.
Water and water and water, water.
That's why I chose it.
So I debated you. Actually, we're gonna start with Flamingo. What's up?
Fuck is up on me?
So I just have my
Baller.
rapier, so I'm gonna do that.
All right, roll to attack with a rapier.
15.
You do hit. Roll for damage.
4.
Okay. And that's on. Why didn't I write this down? I had the fucking health value here. She took 1 damage already. So.
Yes.
Okay. You lunge forward with your rapier and scrape her real badly on the leg and deal 4 damage. Alphonse is now going to roll.
Good.
That's a 10. Alphonse swings and misses.
Wait, a 10 doesn't hit?
Not this particular enemy. And he doesn't have any modifiers, so.
Oh.
Next up, Metzley.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey. Can I move like here?
Yes.
Emerge.
Oh.
Yeah, I stick my face out of the bush.
Like Muriel out of like the wall.
I wanna try to do poison spray on the guy in front of me.
Is it a cone thing or just a?
It's a constitution thing. It's like
Okay, yeah, like a
Fine.
direct
Fine.
thing. Kind of like magic missile,
kinda.
except there's.
Magic missile.
All right, so
Abraca, fuck you.
Abraca, fuck you, dude. I watched that episode the other day. It's so good. Did you listen to the Adventure Zone, Ricky?
I tried. I need to start getting it back into
You
it.
should. I did like a year ago, and I'm now getting back into it. I'm sorry, I'm getting off track. We're in the game right now. It's gonna roll a what saving throw?
Constitution.
It rolled a fucking nat 20.
You
Oh,
punk.
Do I still give it?
Huh?
Even if it's like
No,
an
it doesn't.
enemy?
It just what? Give it what?
Well, because I don't know if
Well,
I should
nat
get
20 on ability checks like that. I don't. It doesn't.
Yeah,
really
it doesn't
much.
do shit, right? It passes.
Yeah.
So what happens
Just
if it
make
passes?
funny.
Nothing.
Oh, baller.
I just kind of feel proud of it.
You need to stop saying that word. Tell me to stop.
Baller, dude.
Baller, AF fam. So you from the bush, you peek your face out, puff out your cheeks, and spit out some acid, at this this brute, who you hit. Okay, it rolled a 20. Hold on, I gotta make this fucking interesting. You spit at her, and you drench her in a liquid. Turns out you got the wrong substance to spit out. That wasn't the poison. That was Your what was it, Dr. Thunder? And she is now covered in Dr. Thunder.
Storage.
Does it get into her eyes?
No. She's just
Aw.
sticky.
She's facing on the other way, so.
Oh.
She was facing the other way, but she just got sprayed from that direction. She's like, what the fuck? She's does like all this sticky shit in her hands, and she looks over. No, she catches your face before you push back. You pull back into the brush.
No, okay, I stare at her in the eyes and slowly push back.
She looks over at her friend on the snake, and he's like, I think we've got a couple more issues to worry about than the snake. Susan.
Yes, what am I to do? So, this guy. This is who I'm gonna kill today.
Cool.
On this day. Where's my 20? Okay.
Water and
It's
water.
at 15 plus 4, it's a 19. What do you see about water?
He's singing the
Water.
water.
The meme video.
The meme, yeah.
Oh.
So, you definitely hit for sure. Let's go ahead and roll for damage.
Okay. 10.
You overkill this guy.
Okay.
The guy who was on the ground, fucking like bleeding and shit. Do you want to do anything in particular? I want to get you guys to narrate more stuff if you want. I want to give you guys more options to do cool shit.
Let me see.
But if you want me to just go ahead, I can. Because I have something cool.
Yeah, I got nothing right now.
Alright, so you pick up this guy. Literally you just grab his weak body, like by the scruff of his fucking jacket. You lift him up and struggle. He's like kicking around and shit. You struggle over here to the side of the dock and fucking throw him into the river. Upon impact with the river, he's not strong enough to fight its current and drowns. And you gain 5 gold.
Oh, alright. Cool.
Yay.
Corn. Your go.
Alright, let's see. Shit. I want to just move away from, because I know if I shoot him like from here, I probably might hit shade with my luck. So shit. Fuck, I'm coming out. Coming out from my tree.
I'm coming out.
I've been doing just
that
fine.
means-
Gotta be down. Because I want it
From my
all.
tree. Okay, it's just, I don't want to hit this guy with my my mace that I can
Alright.
finally use properly.
Roll that hit dice. That's a nine.
You motherfucker.
A nine.
Nine.
What's your modifier to
C9.
that?
Huh? None.
Nine. You don't have modifiers at all for that?
Huh? Nope.
No proficiency,
Strength.
nothing.
Huh?
Your strength is 0. Yeah, you
Strength
don't
is
get
0.
nothing. Damn.
Yeah.
You swing your mace at him, but he as you do that, he kind of like hits it back with his knife and deflects it.
Alright, shit. Can I do bonus action?
Yes, you can.
I yell fuck and give who's out in the open?
You
I can
currently
do-
are looking around the battlefield right now. You see Susan. You no longer see Metzley because he's back in the brush. Draylen's behind you. You see all the enemies that are out here in front of you, including your allies in the dark green. Which, at this current moment, you aren't really sure are your allies.
Shit. Give someone my bardic inspiration. Where will my fuck go? I'll give it to.
Who wants a fuck?
Who wants a fuck? I'll give it to Susan.
Alright, who's on their Snapchat? I heard
Sorry, I
that.
was on an Instagram live video.
That's
Okay,
even
so you're gonna
worse.
give it
On
to
social
Susan.
media.
Alright,
Yeah.
so you go ahead and give that bardic inspiration to Susan. Pull out a 1d6
Six.
for me.
Hey.
Here you go.
There we go.
Your own little piece of dice.
Thank you.
Alright,
Thank you.
next up, Draylen.
Who do I fight? I want to fight Umbra Thief number 1.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna do Ray of Frost per usual.
Roll to hit that baby.
14 plus 6, that's a 20.
Yay.
Damn, not a nat 20, but still a 20. You definitely hit. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Where's my funny dice? Funny muffler.
Bunny dice!
That's a 5.
Okay. And that's on to Thief Noombatter 1.
Crunch.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's loud. I gotta put them away. Okay.
Yeah, that's like unreasonably loud for no reason.
It's I don't know. I'm not even that close to my mic. I'm like where I am.
Yeah, I know. It's
Yeah.
it's just how it is, I guess. So 10. And you did. I'm sorry. How much damage? Remind me.
5.
Thank you. You from the back of the behind this stump, aim another shot, and this time hit the thief, hitting him in his like right arm and like kind of like the whole right side of his torso, completely freezing it. And you hit him and freeze him. So now this is the end of the turn, and something else is gonna happen. Give me a second. Yeah, we'll use this. As all this chaos and madness is going on, from behind you, Draylon, you hear and kind of feel sniffing.
Oh.
You slowly turn around to, excuse me, sorry, I'm like losing my fucking pieces. You slowly turn around, and come face to face with the huge ass bear.
Oh my god!
That's a big bear.
Yeah, it's
Huge
a.
bear.
Oh, punch it.
It's not a shark.
Yeah, punch it. So, real fast. Let's see here.
Eat its ass.
Excellent idea. Ricky, go ahead and take for me a dexterity saving throw. Ricky?
Must be an angry bear if it's straight up attacking him.
Wait, is Ricky there?
I guess
That's a
not.
2.
Oh.
Oh!
You punch it in the forehead.
You turn around and punch it in the head! Well, that wasn't going to work. No, it kind of like sniffs at you, and it's going to, excuse my silence, I'm looking at things right now.
Finna bear.
Finna bear.
In the
It's
morning.
gonna... That's a 2, right? It's gonna maul you.
Oh shit.
So, this maul ability deals 1d8 damage plus 2 bleed damage every turn until the wound is healed.
I'm gonna stop you right there, champ. I'm gonna use shield.
You failed the dex throw.
I'm gonna take that hit and then use false light.
So let's roll this 1d8. 7. 7, yeah. Okay, so you immediately take 7 damage. And every turn, like every time it gets to your turn, you're going to be taking 2 damage until that wound is closed up. So,
How do I officially heal the wound?
you can do a multitude of things with this wound. A healing potion won't do it.
Okay.
Any way you so here's what happens. Let me explain this first. The bear immediately rears back on its 2 back legs and swipes down and gets a real big gash on your chest, throwing off a few scales from it, tearing your clothes too. And you now have a really bad chest wound that's bleeding pretty badly. Whatever you think you or your party members can do to close that wound will do the trick, but until you are able to do that, you will continue taking 2 damage every turn.
Would false life do the trick?
What does false life do?
Let me see.
Yeah.
You gain 1d4 plus 4 temporary hit points for the duration. I'm trying to see what else it does.
But think more along the lines of like what it canonically wise does. Like what does it do?
Well, I mean, you said it before that it kind of like puts your gashes or your wounds and fills it with like kind of like scar tissue or dead flesh.
Right. That would do it then, yes.
But
But it's not your turn.
Yeah.
It's actually the enemy's turn.
Wow.
So this one's going to crawl up all the way onto the top of the giant cobra. It is just going to... Yeah, it's like rolling around on it. This cobra is going to go ahead and roll a dex saving throw. That's a 6. What is its dex modifier?
4.
4. Yes, so that would be 10. For this, it's going to fail. Basically, this guy has gone all the way up to the top of this cobra with both of his daggers and are going to plunge it kind of like into the back of its neck. And that's going to deal double damage with both knives. So the first one is 2, so that's 4. And then 2 again, so 8 damage total. He like slices the back of its neck and does 8 damage to the cobra.
My snake had a turn yet?
Corin,
The snake is currently under your command, Corn.
Oh shit.
I need healing.
I got you, Cora.
So its turns would count as yours.
Shit.
So after that happens, let's see here.
Whose turn is it now?
It's nobody's turn. It's enemy's turn.
Okay. Funk.
Let's see here. This chick's gonna run into the bush, and grab at you immensely, and it's gonna roll to hit you.
Grab your cheeks.
Yeah. Well, luckily for you, it rolled a 2, so you actually backpedaled into this brush far enough for her to not be able to reach you. Oops, what the fuck? And she kind of is just kind of like moving around, trying to push things aside to get to you. This guy, Umbra Thief 1, is going to rush Draylin and roll to hit you.
Leave me be.
He got an 8. And are daggers finesse weapons?
Yes. Yeah.
Yep.
It misses anyway, because of the dex modifier. So he runs up to you and is going to try and, with his free arm that isn't frozen, attack you with a dagger, but is unable to do so because of the counterweight of the heavy ice on his right arm. Let's see here. I've got so many enemies on the board, I'm like, what the fuck? Alright, the only one we actually have is the other one over here, who is going to roll to attack you, Flamingo.
No.
That's a 2. So yeah, let's see here. But we'll do like we do for you and have her do 2 rolls for each weapon.
I thought she only had the one.
No, she took his.
Did
Remember-
she pick up her other one?
Yeah, she picked up. She never tossed the other one. She has her axe and his
Well,
stolen
'cause-
sword. So here's the good news,
Yeah,
by the
I
way.
know.
With the axe, she got a 1.
Oh,
So she takes a swing at Flamingo and he dodges, and then he takes another swing with the axe, in which you, Flamingo, grab her hand and wrestle that axe out of her hand, and you now have her axe.
Wait, what just happened? I'm very confused.
I just said,
I was not paying attention.
do that. So
What hunger?
basically what had happened was she rolled a 2 and a 1 for both attack rolls for her dual weapons. She rolled a 1 on the axe, tried to attack you, and then you did the exact same thing she did to you when you wrestled the axe out of her hand.
Okay,
And
so
you now currently have her axe. Let me give you the card for it.
and she still has my sword?
Yes.
That's just trading weapons.
I'm not okay with this. I want my sword back.
All right, here I'll put it over here on this side. Here's the card, just so you don't get it mixed up with everything else. It's on your table right here.
You're trading the whole Fire Emblem
It's
weapon
just a
triangle.
d6.
Yes.
Okay.
So she misses, and that's going to be the end of that. We'll start again with you, Flamingo. Oh shit.
Okay. And because I do have proficiency in light weapons, I'm proficient in the axe, correct?
Okay, so yeah, just add the modifiers to it. Yes.
Okay, cool. Hold on, that might be wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, no, never mind. I'm proficient in. Oh yeah, I'm good. Okay, cool.
Okay, cool.
My turn.
Yes.
Okay, I just rolled a 20 for my first attack,
Be gone.
and.
Oh, don't even
I'll
worry
roll-
about it, bud. She's low health anyway. No, she's not. I'm sorry. I thought she was low health. Please
And
continue.
11 plus 2 for my rapier,
That would hit anyway.
so 13.
So
So I've got a
So,
d6 that's
yeah.
gonna be doubled, and
and the other was
My
roll
D8.
all your damage. Yes.
okay, so 4 times 2, so 8,
Okay.
and another 8, 16.
So here's what's gonna happen. Do you want to narrate anything in particular?
No, I just want.
Okay, cool. So here's what happens. Here's what happens. You charge at her, and with the axe. Wait, which one rolled the 20?
The axe.
With the axe, you take a swipe at her left arm and lob it off completely. You lobbed off her left arm, holding your long sword, from which you recover from the ground and the decapitated hand. Turn around and send it right through her gut. And she is now dead, and you gain 5 gold.
Good.
Right. So, Metzli, you're up.
Boy, can I see her?
She is right. She's coming towards you right now. Oh, she kind of moves back a little bit, startled by your
I do
action.
poison spray again.
All right, roll. No, I roll. 10. And what was the modifier?
A modifier? That's Constitution.
Did we take a long rest?
No.
Like, do I have my spell slots back?
No,
from
you do not.
previously? Okay. Making sure.
We had a short rest.
So what happens in a short rest?
We did that last time, so whatever happened last time is what you got. So Constitution
I think I need to get out of there. Oh well. Okay.
is 11. And what does it need to pass? What's your spell save? 13. Okay, so you are going to do the damage this time. Go full weight.
I have to find what do I? D12.
Damn, it's a D12.
Ooh.
That's 7.
Damn, a 7. Holy moly. Okay, and that's it?
Yeah.
That's on to Brute number 2. Okay.
Oh wait. Right, I killed that guy.
She's the only one there.
I know. I'm at 4.
4 damage?
Did I say 4? I thought I said 7.
You did say 7.
No,
What do you mean?
7.
What do you mean 4?
I said before.
Oh, I'm stupid.
Earlier.
Excuse me.
Where the hell?
Alright, 6.
Oh, I was gonna go watch Westworld? What's happening?
Alright. You, this time pull out the correct, vial. Or I guess no, it's not even a vial. You produced it because it's a fucking poison spray,
It's a
right?
cloud. Yeah.
It's a cloud. You, this time, move around your stomach muscles in the correct way that you lob up, your cloud of poison out of your mouth and breathe it directly into her face. And she kind of inhales it all and backs up and begins coughing very brutally and coughs up blood. Next up is Susan.
Alrighty. So, how's everybody doing? Let's see.
Kill it.
What am I killing?
Just kill it!
Fuck it up, Susan. Fuck it up.
Let me kill this one.
Alright. So she's
What
hunched
the
over,
fuck is
coughing up blood right now. Roll the hit.
Alrighty.
Fucking suplex her.
7 plus 4. What is that? Bad math. 11? Yes.
11. Okay. Onto her. You run up to her and attempt to swing your axe at her, but she falls over on the ground this way, and you miss. Next up is Corn.
Draylen is still in healing?
Yeah.
Alright, let me back the fuck up and healing word on Draylen, and then as a bonus action,
So let me see healing word.
let me heal him first.
Okay.
What's my thing again? Here. Second level. There's 1d4 plus 2. So it's gonna heal him for 1 and fucking 2, I think. Yeah, 3 total.
All right. So go
3
ahead.
healing, baby.
So yeah, 3
And just
healing
to
total.
get
So yeah, you pull out your loot and do your magic strums, your healing riff, and begin playing it, and the enchantment goes and hovers over towards Draylen, and the green light from the enchantment begins to cover the chest wound, and you can see the very deep scratch marks begin to slowly close up.
I look over at the bear and I cast Animal Friendship.
Is that a bonus action?
Huh? Well, healing words are bonus action. So.
Okay, alright, then yeah, go ahead and cast that animal. Wait, can you do that on 2 animals at once?
Huh?
When you
See. Oh wait. Oh shit. Oh
Well, what just happened? Okay.
my god, everyone's like looking at my thing. You can affect additional beast. Oh, it has to be level 2 then. Okay, I cast level 2.
Alright, I guess so.
Use a slot. Yeah, okay. You
Yeah.
can affect
What does
the
it have to
additional
make?
beast. For every
Wisdom
slot
saving throw.
above. Wait. When you cast a spell using a slot a 2nd level or higher, you can affect 1 additional beast for every slot level above first.
So yeah, so one.
1 additional
can be-
animal.
Yeah.
Okay, go. So what is the thing we got to do here?
Wisdom saving throw.
All right, for the bear,
Yeah.
let's go for it.
Fuck.
That's
I'm rolling it.
just go.
It's gonna be a very brave bear. It's gonna be.
What
a
is the
smart
bear's
bear.
wisdom modifier? Okay, so the bear rolled a 5. It
Do
fails.
I win? Do I get it? Is it friendly?
You after playing that healing tune, begin playing a very soft tune on your lute, which kind of catches Jason off guard. No, he's not. He's fucking knocked out. I'm thinking he's Edgar.
Edgar hears it.
Yeah, Edgar hears it all the way over there. No, that's too loud for that. You play your soft tune, which reaches the fluffy, soft ears of the bear and goes into its fluffy, soft brain. And what was once its harsh and sharp personality turns fluffy and soft. It is now your friend. Next up is Draylen.
Well, Draylon, I got you another pet.
Draylen, Corin just fucking saved your life.
Yeah, he fucking did.
That bear is massive.
He's very big.
Alright,
yes.
I'm gonna let that go. I'm gonna let that slide bear.
I'll forgive you just this once.
I want
That
to
is a good
cast Shocking Grasp on Umbra Thief 1.
Okay. Roll
And,
2 hit.
haven't used this one in a long time, but I think it's kind of the same thing. It's just touch and stuff.
Shocking grasp.
8 plus 6. I'm 14. That's 14.
Okay, cool. So you're definitely gonna hit him. Roll for damage.
Hold on, let me fucking.
Thief number 1.
Ah! Drop one of my dice. Hold on. This one. Right. It was 1d8, correct? Yeah, that's a 6.
Okay. So give me one moment just to look at some stuff.
Right, and then what is it? He also can make reactions, I think.
On to it was how much damage?
6.
You immediately turn around after taking those very brutal wounds. Do you want to do anything? You want to narrate this?
No.
You turn around, begin to charge up the electricity magic in your hands, and just kind of like ball it into a fist and punch him in the face.
Oh, hell
And
yeah.
the shock damage from you punch him in the face with the one, and then you do another one in the gut, and it completely like zaps him, and
Yeah.
like burns him,
Incapacity.
and he is dead.
Actually, Volgan.
You gain 5 gold.
Yeah.
And a bear.
Wow.
Wowee!
And a bear.
And a bear. A whole ass bear.
Well, you can charm animals. I can charm people.
That's all I got, okay, Draylon?
Charm people too. Hey, that's mad wild.
Wow.
Yeah, but I'll say like, do you think I'm sexy?
A charmed
No.
squad. Alright, so that is the end of player turn. Alright, so as this is all happening, Shade Serpent here is going to run around to the giant snake, and while he's like going around the side of it, he like kind of swings around its neck, and says under his breath like, "Oh, you're cool, ain't ya?" And goes over to Thief 2, and he's gonna roll his d20, which this time gets a 14. He grapples on to the thief, holding on to the giant snake, grabs both of his hands onto both sides of the thief's head, and snaps his neck.
Oh.
Oh.
And he's dead.
Okay.
And he climbs onto the snake, and kind of sits on it for a bit, and he kind of like bounces up on it because the snake's moving around a bunch. And he's like, "Whoa, whoa there!" And kind of pats it on its head a little bit. You're really cool. So we got.
He's fine, I hope.
The brute sees she is completely fucking surrounded. Great Axe man comes up to her. This guy's over here bleeding very badly. And then Javelin guy is actually going over to him to look at his friend. He's kind of like trying to like get the arrow stuck kind of like on the side, like where like the neck meets the shoulder. And he's like, "This is gonna hurt a bit." And he just kind of like yanks it out. And begins pulling from his pouch a big multitude of bandages, which he kind of fumbles and like kind of go to the ground. He's like, "Ah, shit. But as this is going on, Yeljaeon runs over here. Let's see here. This is kind of far away though. I didn't think about this. To survey this, yeah. Well, you know what? Because you're all over, just sitting over here. What we'll
we
have.
haven't done any. This is all going on at the same time, right? So we haven't done anything after we killed the person that was here.
Not yet.
So.
What I will do is I have you, the four of you, Yeljaeon, Alphonse, Flamingo, and Cosgrove, scatter on over here to see the situation, in which Yeljaeon sees what's going on over here and immediately goes to the rescue.
Yeah.
And Alphonse sees the giant snake and he's like, "What the hell?"
He doesn't see the giant bear though.
Oh, he sees the giant bear and he's like, "Oh, what the hell?"
Friends!
By the divine.
New friends! Yeah, what are people gonna think like when we enter cities with these things?
Oh, we don't. We can
You're
tell them
not.
right out. We can park it outside.
Park it
them
outside! Oh my god.
Be sure to
Okay.
hit your pet.
Hold on. Give me one moment. Literally, the only enemy left is this one brute.
But be gone, thought.
Give me a second.
You might as well give up right now. Get out of here.
You were trying to say that she saw that she was surrounded.
Yes, but give me one moment. I'm just trying to find something.
Gotcha.
In one desperate act, she tries to.
She kills everyone.
She focuses all her energy and
She releases
concentrates
her-
it to a maximum.
She like kind of backs up, seeing like this man's kind of like pushing towards her a little bit, like trying to be intimidating with his axe. Susan, you're doing the same thing. She looks at the giant snake, and she does the same thing as her friend, and kneels down, throws her axes into the ground, but this time stands up and put her hands up in the air. You have now completed the combat encounter. Here we go. Let's
And
do
so the bear's just gonna live.
right now, yeah,
Okay.
because you charmed it.
Alright, I
Need
go
that
over,
bear.
I go over to him and I pet it on its forehead.
I want to write it.
Wait, now what?
We're gonna get to. We're gonna add experience points, but give me 1 second.
I want to pet the bear.
Yeah, go pet the bear.
Hello, bear.
Oh, hello.
Yeah,
It's me, Yogi
he's-
Bear.
He's cool, right? He hits really hard too.
I send Cosgrove back over.
He
to,
hurts.
He hurts. I like Snake better.
That's because Snake never got
Growls
the.
at the
Snake,
Yeah, Snake never got the chance.
yeah, Snake never got the chance to mess you up. He would have if he could have.
Good thing we're his buds now.
Did anybody grab this brute?
Huh?
No.
Oh.
Great
can
Axe.
leave.
Great Axe
Okay.
Man is keeping an eye on her while she has her hands in the air. Stop roleplay just for a second. We're going to do experience points. So, we are all at level 3 still for the most part, except right? Yeah,
no,
we're all
we're like
you're level
level
4.
I
Right.
should be
I'm
the only
I'm
one
going to
level
count this as whoever the highest level person is what we will get the experience points gained from. So
I
since
think
most everyone here is level 4, so we're gonna get the level 4 experience points, including you, J Money.
3. Okay.
So I would say that encounter was easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 125. And there was like how many enemies on this table? We've got 8 here. 8. Plus, there was that lady over there who didn't really do anything. Except fucking die. So we'll do 7 to 10 enemies on easy party size of 3 to 5. So that would be 125 times 2.5.
So 312.5.
Yes, you all gained 113 experience points.
Wait, what?
113 or 213?
313.
I'm
I might
good.
have said a really silly number. Yes, you all gained 313 experience points.
Alright. Who's gonna do that math? I say it's like 10.
3182.
What did we
Still
have to
not leveled
start?
up.
3182?
I think we were all at, well, for the most part, the
2869.
3 of us were at 2869. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
For right, yeah,
13.
for right now in the campaign, you're all like, there's, Ricky, Justin, and Blaze are all at the same number, and then I mean Rachel's just 1 up, so it's fine. But eventually, it might be that you start getting different numbers. But for now, it's fine that we all just do it kind of like on the same, except for J Money, who you've got to do it on your own.
What do I have to do on my own?
Add your experience points.
How many did we get?
313.
Yeah. I'm still not leveled up.
313.
Damn
So
rip.
that's
What is? Oh, where are you at?
see.
So what are we at? Like us?
3182.
3182 is
You were- Killing
1,
Dawson's
3.
game.
Are you doing it on the thing?
I'm doing it on D&D Beyond.
Okay, however you want to do it, but you got to keep track of it.
Yeah.
Well, it's on my player board too.
I know, I'm just saying, like I'm saying, you do it however you want, but just as long as you have it and you have the right numbers.
Yeah, I have the right numbers.
Okay, cool. We're all good then.
2700 is level 4, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, I'm still not there.
What are you at right now?
2200.
Oh, rip. Maybe I'll have to give you guys a hard encounter.
Ooh, oh no, what are you gonna do? Knock me out?
Uncharmable bear.
Oh no, fuck.
It's gonna be undead.
He
and you
knows
can't
he's been
charm
charmed before.
it.
Shit!
Alright. Let me know when everybody's done with their number adding.
Nunzo.
Did this chick wash into the sea? Or into the river?
We'll get to that once everybody confirms they got their numbers done.
Yeah.
Anybody who's not? Alright, so, continue. Who washed into the what now?
I was asking if Python, like...
No,
washed into
her head fell into the river. Her body's still there. Alright. We're good to continue. I'll use this right here. So you are now just like in this fucking forest area with one Umbra Viper member just kind of like hands up surrender mode. An unconscious Jason over here. 2 giant fucking animals. Oh, you get to keep the dice. 2 giant fucking animals that are both very deadly, but are fine. A bunch of defective Umbra Viper members, and then a little girl being restrained over here. You may now proceed to RP.
So, Alphonse,
Yeah,
what's with the little girl?
he has his sword sheathed right now. He looks down at Flamingo and he's like, well, from what I could gather while we were being held captive, she was a member of Umbra Venom. Why she was, I'm not sure. And shortly before you guys arrived, they were attempting to order her to murder Edgar. She was refusing to do so, and about 2 minutes later, you a lot arrived. Very much on time.
Okay.
He walks over here. He looks over at the two guys on the ground and kind of grabs his sword a little bit. And Yeljan looks back over and he's like, no, it's fine. They're good guys. And he lets loose his grip on his greatsword again and continues to walk down this way. And he sees the giant, now tamed serpent with a member or a thief on his back. A big old thief with a great axe, looking at the lady with her hands up. He kind of looks over at her and just kind of does like he points at his eyes and then points at her. He walks over this way, kind of like walking very slowly, keeping a close eye on the serpent over to here. And he's like, so, Draylin, how do you want to explain that?
What, the bear?
No, I mean the bear, the snake.
Oh,
Alphonse, are you okay?
we're good at making friends. Yeah.
I'm fine, Corin. However, what the fuck?
What the fuck? What?
How did you get the bear and the snake?
The power of music, man.
They love a good tune.
Wow, they must really fucking
to
love a
find
good
out.
tune.
We played Burning Up by the Jonath Brothers. If
The Jonath Brothers. Jonath Brothers.
Jonas Brothers, my favorite band.
Jaina walks up to you, Corin, and she says, that's pretty crazy that it's not like mauling you to death right now.
it almost killed me. It almost mauled me.
I'm gonna go ahead and sit over here. She kind of goes over to the edge of the brush and kind of like kneels down onto she like kind of like squats down and then places her drawing pad onto her knees and begins to scribble away. Alphonse looks over and he's like, what happened?
Oh, we also found an artist in the cave.
Oh yeah.
He like looks down over at her page. He like kind of slowly tries to keep an eye on it, and she kind of like scoops to the side, trying to cover it. He's like, please don't look, don't watch. He's like, oh, okay, all right. Thog, it's his long lost brother. Does a fucking massive leap over the cobra. Lands on the ground. Turns around and gives Alphonse a bear hug.
Bear, get it? Cause there's a bear.
We should hug the bear.
Thank God's Alphonse not dead. Alphonse is being squeezed to death. He's like, yeah. Thog loosens his grip and lets go.
Thog uses a grip, squeezes target rolls concentration.
I make my way over to her body.
Okay, you
I
have
wanna loot it.
gone all the way over here, and you look over down at the decapitated body of Python Lorna, and you begin rummaging through her pockets. You are going to find, first things first, a card, but let me write it out first, because I didn't actually have it written out. Give me a moment. But while I write down this card, you find in her pockets 15 gold, 15 gold, 1 ruby, which I will give you physically. You don't have to write that down. And that's about it. You're also going to find this card. Give me a sec.
Good thing I didn't do what I
You
thought
guys
about doing
can
at
continue to
first.
do things while I do this.
Okay. He said Jason was waking up.
Hey
Right?
guys. meet my
Jason
new
is
friend.
still knocked out.
Oh.
What? Who?
Shade Serpent over here.
Oh yeah.
Okay, maybe give me a second.
I console my snake.
Is it okay?
Huh?
I know you're still working on getting
He's
me the
missing a
stuff,
couple
Dawson,
scales.
Yeah.
but just in canon, I already grabbed it, correct? So I can
Yes,
make my
yes,
way
you
away.
did. I'll give it to you here in 1 second. Just give me a moment.
I'm gonna make my way over to Edgar and the girl. In the meantime,
Hush, little snaky, don't you cry.
Almost
Papa
gonna
Corn's
sing you
Hush,
a
little
lullaby.
That's my healing word. I heal
Just
it.
let me get this ruby out for for J Money here, and I will continue to play as my NPCs. Where the fuck? There it is. That's gonna drop in the middle of the fucking table. Please don't touch it. Where did it fucking go? You guys see a bag anywhere? Besides the bridge scene?
It's
What the hell? Why is it not in the middle of the table?
It is just really small.
Oh, that's tiny! Oh my god. No, don't look in that.
what the funk?
There you go. You also find this card, which I will set over here. I should also yeah, here. And I will let you keep this hand axe that you have recovered from the lady.
I'm probably just gonna sell it, but
Yeah.
for now.
And then here's the card. I put it right over here. Alright. Shade Serpent looks down back over at Rachel, and he's like, hi, yeah, we're friends now. Wonderful. I think I found myself a new friend. And he kind of like petting the snake.
He's cool, man.
He's very
As
cool.
long as
I
I'm
like.
it's fine.
I like.
Yeah, he is.
I like
I
snakes.
pet
I
my-
like cool stuff. Yeah, he's cool.
He's pretty cool. Very
There
cool.
you go.
Oh, also I pushed her body into the river.
And her
Oh.
body goes into the river and begins floating away.
Well, okay.
Well, hold on. No, her icon gets deleted forever.
Be gone.
Deleted.
Spoken deleted.
I want to pet the bear.
So,
Over there?
Alphonse suggests that you all convene at the campsite to discuss where to go from here.
Oh.
Also,
on,
you
bear.
are all completely forgetting about the body of Jason, who's completely unconscious.
Oh, let me come get him.
Well, while
I
they were
I
doing,
tug on him.
while they do all their stuff over there,
Yes.
can I talk to girl?
Yes, you can.
Okay. So I approach her. What happens?
She's eyeing you very, very sternly. She's
I
not
ask her how
we
she
have
got
to go.
involved.
not blinking
with
or
the two
anything.
group.
She does not answer you.
Torture.
Look, girl.
Her pupils are very closely following your every movements.
Can I at least get your name?
She looks around at you and everyone else, and then looks down kind of like at her feet and still says nothing.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna tell you my name. My name's Flamingo. All right.
She looks up back at you.
It's not your normal gnome name. Not gonna lie, I haven't seen a lot of gnomes
It's not.
throughout my ventures here. So it's nice to see a familiar face. Can I at least get your name?
She nods and says very quietly, Marina.
That's a lovely name.
She looks back at her feet.
Hmm.
So, we'll have everybody now convene over here at the campsite real quick. Again, moving everybody, take their seats. Deljeon's going to be in this tent, helping out the dude. Mr. Javelin will be over here.
Can I drop Jason off with her?
Lead the way.
Oh yeah, you bring over Jason, to which Edgar hands over the custody of Marina over to you, Flamingo. Back to you, I should say.
Oh, and I also want to give Jason the other dog tag I found.
Oh, hold on. He's running over to. Where did you put the guy? Oh, why'd you put him in there?
Because
He's unconscious.
unconscious.
Yeah, he is unconscious. Okay, yeah. So you set him in there. He goes up to his friend. We'll say this is all in the tent area over here. Edgar goes up to Jason and just like hugs him, and and they just kind of like. Oh, here, he's got to wake up first, don't he? I keep forgetting he's unconscious. I don't know why.
I put him back to sleep.
No. Jason wakes up to see Edgar kind of like looking over him, and he's just kind of like, "Holy shit, I'm alive!" And they do kind of like that hand grasp, brothers in arms, like from Predator.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And he promptly goes back to being unconscious. And now you were gonna do something, Susan?
I was gonna give him the dog tag of the other guy.
Alright,
who
you're
died.
gonna walk. You slowly walk into the tent from the front. I'll set you like over here for now. And Edgar kind of looks over at you, and he's like, "Is this the only one?"
Yeah. We found what was his name? Was it like Eos or no? It was another guy. It was Darren.
Eos and Darren.
Yeah, Darren and Eos.
I believe Eos was he? Didn't you already find his dog tag? Yeah, well, that was before you even like left.
Darren was the second one.
Yeah, so you hand over both of the dog tags to him, and he looks down at him, clasps them in his hand, and you can't really see his face because he's crouched down and you're standing over him, and you see a single tear fall onto his fist. And that's it.
Sorry.
And then you walk back out of the tent, I guess. Alright. So we'll have everyone gather back over here. Thog joins us. Go. He'll sit right over here. Mr. Great Axe is escorting the other chick over to here. He's gonna be over here just kind of like keeping an eye on her. We'll set him like right there. The snake kind of hides up in the bush. The giant fucking bear is carrying over Jaina, Corin, and Draylin on its back.
What?
He's a strong boy.
And Shade Serpent's back there chilling with the real serpent.
He's working off his debt.
Does Marina
then-
react in any way?
I guess Metzley just doesn't care to join everyone.
Watching
Marina looks up at the giant fucking bear, and like she looks at like everything kind of going on, like the literal orc behind her, the fucking bear coming in with like a bunch of fucking three people on its back, the serpent hiding out in the trees, the fucking like it's a lot to take in. She's kind of overwhelmed.
Okay. I ask her if she wants to sit down, and then if she does, I sit down next.
Yeah, she will sit down. You guys can sit over here, kind of like on the next to the tent. Alphonse grabs a couple of stones and stuff and begins to start a fire at the campsite area. He like kind of starts rubbing them together, and he's just kind of like, "There's somebody who got a spell for this shit."
I shoot the pile of wood with firebolt.
You, as he's like knocking stones into it from behind him, you shoot a fireball onto it and immediately light it. And he looks up and he's like, "Thank you."
That was all you. Fire from man.
He looks down at the stones on his hand and he's like, "Whoa." All right, so now you have all gathered here, at the station. So he looks over to Susan right next to him and he asks like what you saw in there, or where you even went. Where? Oh, I'm sorry. Alphonse looks over at Susan and begins to ask like, "So where have you all been at, and what has been going down?" I know about these Umbra fellas because I was there for that. But
Yeah. So we found ourselves in a Minotaur's cave.
what the?
Beat
Yeah.
it, easy clap, got him.
Yeah. Real.
Draylin begins posting about the how easy it was to kill the Minotaur.
Killed him in one hit.
I blew up his head with
Style points.
And we came back with a big snake.
And bear.
And well, no, we got him here.
Yeah.
You just
We
got
just
the
got the
bear?
It's a
Yeah,
brand new
the
spanking
artist.
bear.
Who
You
got
know,
the
we
fucking
almost-
bear?
Got an artist too.
We almost came back with a slime. Really close.
I don't know how close we really were.
Jaina kind of mumbles, "I wish we got the slime."
Me too, Gina.
That slime would have
Don't you have some of the slime in like a vial?
I guess.
a jug that I gave him. I don't
Yeah,
know
what if
I kept
it's
it.
forming into something? Check it.
You pull out the jug full. Who has the jug full of slime?
It was me.
Draylin.
Okay.
You look down at the jug full of slime, and I guess you kind of like open the top of it to look in, and it's twitching.
Ugh.
Oh, is it like a mini slime?
It's like a what are those things called that like
Flubber.
Flubber!
how do they reproduce? What is it?
Oh, an amoeba.
Mitochondria.
They reproduce asexually where
An
they like
amoeba.
break up.
Amiibo.
Amoeba.
But yeah, basically it's just in there twitching.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Jaina looks over your shoulder, Draylin, and she's like, "That's cool. Can I see?"
Yeah.
She takes the jug from you and kind of shakes it violently.
Oh.
It begins twitching a lot more, like.
Drink it.
She looks over. She looks down over at Metzley, and she kind of like tosses it over to you, and she's like, "You first.
I didn't catch that last part.
You drink it."
If I drink it, I'm gonna end up burning it. I hand it back.
No, don't.
You toss it back up. She puts the lid on and kind of pouts a little bit, and then puts it hands it over to Draylin.
I'll keep it for now, I guess. I don't know what I'm gonna.
You have a twitching vial of slime.
I'll use it as a distraction for our next encounter.
Wow.
I'll throw it at him.
You're gonna just kill your new slime friend like that?
It doesn't have a phase. It's not.
Well, maybe it will eventually.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Hey, everyone!
Yeah.
Alphonse makes that a loud, like, and then.
Oh, I'm sorry, Al. Did you want to see?
Yes. First of all, Flamingo has something to say.
All right.
So, I was searching through Python stuff, and I found this.
You pull out the card.
And then I read it aloud.
You read it aloud. Please do so right now.
I found this card. It says, the meeting proceeds at midnight on the 28th. Moonfall. Bovar Sewers.
What day is it?
Okay, so.
What's the date? Currently, the date is, let's see here. I've got like a couple different names. I only have like 2 or 3 names right now for actual fucking like months. There's like Moonfall, Sunrise, and what was it? Here it is. Moonfall. So let me write these out right now. Moonfall, Sunrise, day set, just different shit like that. It is currently the 4th of Sunrise. Next month is day set, and then it's Moonfall.
Okay, Shade Serpent, do you have a different name I could call you?
Yeah, he looks down and he's like, yeah, Jade.
Jade?
Shade!
Oh, Shade.
You can, call me Slim Shady.
He does fit that description.
Ricky's laugh!
I do that.
Alright.
Do you know anything about this?
He looks down over there, he's like, that, card you just read aloud. I keep giving him different voices, I can't choose one. That card you read aloud is, normally something that's, boss's eyes only. They don't really send it to lower grunts like me. Whenever they have meetings like that, they send them out to all the big shots. And the big shots gather the little shots. And we gather at one place at one time to discuss things.
Oh, okay, cool.
Like, what kinds of things?
Like what heists are going to be performed. That's like in a general, like, sense. Or like what,
The annual office party?
our annual office party. We have different things like, we discuss, current amount of funds we've been plundering.
Company brunch.
Sorry, that was DM burp. Shade didn't burp. Excuse me for a second while I put my thoughts back together. I spilled them for a second.
Finger burp.
Yeah! He says, yeah, various, different times of, meet and things, and then, only the higher-ups know the location, and then the night before, or about 2 nights before, usually 2 nights before, they tell, all the little guys where we're going. We begin heading in that direction. One place in Dionysa, our den. And our den changes every single year, but it's always within the same city.
So this is a big thing.
What city is this?
It's very big. Zephyr City.
Okay. So, where is that from here? South?
It's
north,
south.
east,
It's a southern city you are all familiar with. It's like, let's say, the San Francisco of Dionysa. I'm sorry. It's a big city you're all familiar with. We'll say it's like the San Francisco of Dionysa. It's a big city on like the next side of a lake, and its size rivals almost Rex Ground.
Ooh.
He tells you all about this, and he says, Yeah, it's a pretty big thing, and sometimes, once in a blue moon, we get a rare treat where our leader is decided. But that's assuming anyone can beat the current leader in hand-to-hand combat, and no one's been able to do that for 20 fucking years.
I know who can do that.
Me too.
Who could
Who's
do
your
that?
current leader?
She's right there. Look at
They
her.
call him, get this, it's very clever. King Cobra, the arsehole calls himself.
Ah, King Cobra.
What a loser.
Oh, fucking jack off. I never liked the guy anyway. Please don't tell him I said that.
I won't. Trust me.
Thank you.
Oh, I'd like to have a
I'd like
word
to
with
give
him.
him a piece of my mind.
Now, does hand-to-hand mean no weapons?
Hand-to-hand precisely means no weapons.
Okay.
And most of the time, bare
It's real
chested.
man fighting.
Yeah.
No
Most of the time,
weapons.
bare-chested. I can do that.
Yeah!
Oh, worm?
This is more of a thing.
I gotta go.
Jed Draylin's like, oh, worm.
Worm, dude?
I lean over to Arena and I ask her if it's okay if I introduce her to everyone.
She does not respond. She's been, like, extremely unresponsive with you.
Hmm.
I like this pick music.
It's forest
Feels
music.
great. Feels great.
Where's the girl? Let me see.
You walk over to the middle of the group, Rachel, and spot out the tiny gnome girl sitting next to Flamingo. And between, Flamingo and Corin.
Okay, so... what does she look like? Like, what is her expression on her face? Does she look...
Currently, definitely not that fucking face she's making in her model. She's just kind of
Okay.
like... blank face, kind of like a little bit, like her eyebrows are a bit raised. She's very on edge.
Okay.
Stop!
Okay, I'm gonna lean down to her and I'm gonna ask her if she's hurt. Are you... Well, yeah.
She looks, Susan walks over, and is completely towering over this girl. You get down on one knee and ask her.
Are you hurt?
She, kind of like pulls aside, stop! She pulls aside her dress, and, you see a couple bruises and scrapes on her legs.
How old is... Do I know how old she is?
She looks like she is around, 7 or 8 years old.
And that is that, like, translate to human?
It's, well, I mean, just like all races are babies at that age.
Okay. How bad do these hurt?
She just kind of looks up to you and, says very quietly, a lot.
Oh, well, you're pretty brave for that.
She,
Shall we see if...
Is she tied up?
She looks up and finally sees the, kind of does she, makes eye contact with, Susan, and, smiles.
Is she tied up?
She's not tied up.
Okay, good.
Do you want me to, see if the doctor can look at them?
She looks back down at her feet and shakes her head up and down.
Okay.
Wait,
Are you...
Nods, I meant to say.
Do you want anything? Are you thirsty? Hungry?
She shakes her head.
Okay.
Okay, I've got rations. I'll give her some of mine.
You
She shook her
hand
head.
her over some rations, and after like 5 seconds of her not reacting, she slowly reaches out and grabs the small piece of bread from your rations, and begins to eat it.
Is there anything you want from us? Is there anything we can do to help you out here?
She does not answer that.
Hey, go get the pretty doctor.
She said she doesn't want to see the doctor.
No, she said
I
she
said
does.
shake up and down like an idiot. I meant to say nod.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Let me go get the doctor. Oh shoot, I grabbed the wrong person.
There you go.
Okay,
You go into the tent and inform Yeljeon of the situation, and you both exit the tent.
How
And-
are these guys doing?
Shades, this guy right here has a lot of bandages around his neck. And you ask this to Yeljeon?
Yeah.
She
He's
responds that his condition is not very good. However, Jason looks alright.
Okay. Before she goes, can I ask her if he does? What are his chances of survival here?
Well, he took a really, really bad hit to the neck, which is very close to where he breathes from. The wound is not. I mean, even like healing magic at this point would be a reach. I would say by the time the next sun rises, he will no longer. And she kind of like.
You cut off.
By the next time the sun rises, he will no longer.
That's
That's not a cutout. That's the end of my sentence. He will no longer, as in he will no longer rise like the sun.
Oh.
Well, no, you kept cutting out.
Yeah, you did.
He will know.
And then you cut out.
Oh, god fucking damn. I thought, he will no longer rise by the next sunrise.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
She exits the tent and begins to explore the situation with the tiny gnome girl that you had informed her about. And she.
Hey, wait.
What?
Could false life do anything?
What? Explain to me the.
It's necromancy.
We could try.
Temporary.
I mean, that's not real life. That's like a temporary thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Explain
Little thing
the
to do to somebody.
intricacies of false life.
it's necromancy, and it
What
just
does
gives
it
you
do?
temporary hit points.
That's
but, I
the
mean,
entire
it can
description?
temporarily. You look at the card, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it says.
Oh, rip. Okay. Target creature within range. That creature must make a wisdom saving throw if it fails.
No, that's the wrong one.
What the fuck? Oh. I thought I was reading something wrong. You gain 1d4 temporary hit points for duration. Level false life. You gain. Let me Google this real quick.
I'll make him a zombie. It's okay.
Oh my god. That's awful.
Honey, I'm home. I'm a zombie too.
Yeah, no, it's a temporary necromancy spell.
Sorry. What's the point? All right. Sorry, bud.
While this is all going on, this guy over here yells, "So what are we gonna do about this?" And he points at the brute with her hand still in the air, not moving, doing anything.
I think it's up to the boss.
Boss man.
Everyone looks over at Alphonse, and he kind of gets up. And he kind of lets out a sigh, puts his hands on his knees, pushes himself up, and walks over to the brute. And he says, "Have you lost all motivation to try and kill us now?" In which she very quickly nods her head up and down. He bids this guy step aside for a moment. He and the girl go over here to where you can see a bunch of blood that spilled out the neck hole of Python Lorna. He asks her, "You are familiar with what caused this blood stain here, correct?" And she shakes her head. I believe this was not the one who was present at the
Correct.
time. Yeah, because you killed that
Both
one.
of those are dead.
She looks over at her and says, or yeah, he looks over at her and says, "That was your boss."
Fucking dude.
That was your boss who, both body and head, on separate of course, are now traveling downstream that river. I will do to you the same, but this time with your head attached to your neck. Now go. And she looks kind of back at him, and for a second, he's like, "Go." And she looks back and leaps into the river and swims down the stream. And he turns back around. He's like, "That was awkward." He's gonna go
Yeah,
back, sit down on his boxes.
I agree with you.
There we go.
What's
So,
happening here?
we should likely just alert the town over of the incidents that have happened here today.
What's
and
happening
then-
here?
Continue our journey. Now, let's get into detail about the giant bear and the giant snake. How long is that gonna go
yes.
for?
Snake's almost done.
By the way,
Snake's
who was it
almost
that owns these?
Huh?
Corn.
Corn.
You own
Technically,
both
but-
of them?
Yeah, he's a god.
I'm renting them in a way.
Oh, so how long do you rent them for?
S-
Was it 2 days? No, a day.
It's one
a
day.
full day.
A whole day. Snake's up for tomorrow.
I just noticed all the tiny Corins on your.
My Pikmin.
You So he's like, so in a day's time, these will no longer be our buddies.
No,
Yeah.
we should just leave him here. Just tell him to stay here and we'll leave.
Yeah. As much as it
At the guard tower on the bridge.
Preferably,
fuck
yeah.
it.
Yeah, that'll end up
Or
fine.
Traveler's Cross. A giant snake and a bear that mauled you.
Alright, well, where do we
Before we set out, we can take them far into the woods, both of them on opposite sides, so that they do not end up conflicting. And just let them go.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can't let my children fight.
Yeah. Because once that
What if
charm
they're
ends, yeah.
friends?
Yeah.
No.
They're default friends.
Default, they kill each other on the spot.
Oh no! Stop.
Well,
That is fucking nature for you, my friend.
sometimes that's how it be.
Oh my god. But yeah, so that's decided. What about these Umbra Viper defects? Do we let them go in the same fashion?
Yeah, they cool.
Yeah.
Holy
Yeah,
shit!
for
Oh
sure.
fuck.
Somebody was breathing directly into their mic.
Sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was probably her.
Busy vaping, huh?
yeah, pull out your vape.
Ripped a fat
Wow.
face.
So, he agrees with, he trusts your judgment, Draylin. He looks
Oh.
over at you, Rachel, and he's like, do you agree?
To let them go?
Yes.
Of course.
Corin?
They helped us fight.
Aye.
He looks around, wait, where the fuck did Metzley? Oh, he's on the bear. Metzley?
I don't care.
And, Flamingo.
I barely know these guys, but it seems like they helped out. I mean, I was a thief.
I guess they did.
I am a thief. So,
Good deal.
I'm
Honor
cool.
among thieves. That whole spiel.
Yeah.
So basically, yeah, that's about what happens. This guy comes over, and is talking with Yeljeon for a bit, asking about the condition of his friend, and upon receiving the news, bolts
keep
into
cutting
the...
it. Hey,
God
wow,
damn it, I don't know, like...
You've cut out like every other word.
Yeah.
Oh, that's bad. What the fuck? Okay, hold on, I'm gonna rejoin the call, give me a second. Me. Rhythm's really loud. There we go. So he confers with Yeljeon about the condition of his friend, and upon hearing the news, immediately bolts into the tent. And Marina, is anyone restraining Marina right now?
I'm sitting next to her.
She
so,
gets
like,
up
if she-
and runs past a lot of you, and past Alphonse. He's like, "Hey, wait, there are," and she immediately goes into the tent, and slowly walks up to the man with the wound in his neck. And you can see
I
like
chased after her. So
you chase in and you enter the tent, and it's kind of crowded in the tent right now, with the two
I'm
dudes
coming
and this guy and this guy. And they're kind of like towards the back of the tent, while Edgar is kind of like sitting next to unconscious sleeping Jason. And Marina begins to place her hands on his neck, and begin chanting something under her breath. It's not a language that I believe any of you are familiar with. Let me check.
Gnomish.
Let me check your languages.
I just know Orcish and
I know
Common.
Gnomish and Common,
I know, common, draconic, and select.
and I know thieves.
Corin, what do you know?
Thieves speak.
Only my native tongue and the usual.
Blaze,
stuff.
what do you know?
Draconic, Infernal, and Common.
Oh, we can talk in draconic. That's so.
And the only people in this tent, or kind of near the tent, are Corin and Flamingo, correct? And I guess you're
Sure.
kind of on the other side of it. So nobody in the near vicinity understands her, as she begins speaking, and a bright white light flashes very fast from the wound on his neck, and almost kind of begins to sizzle, as the sizzling and the smoke kind of like clears. The wound is completely vanished.
oh my God.
Ooh.
and Marina just kind of like falls back, and begins like patting her hands on her legs as if they're like really, really hot, and kind of like rubs her legs a bit and like is kind of like shaking off her hands. Ow, ow,
What the
ow, ow, ow.
Marina.
Shade bolts up immediately, or not Shade, not Shade, Shade's man bolts up, starts breathing very heavy, like, yeah. He looks over at everybody in the tent and he's like, Matt, is that you? Mr. Man over here looks back and he's like, yes, it's me. I saw something wild, Matt. What did you see? And he responds, hold on, I have to look up something real quick. I believe, Matt, I saw Avos himself.
Who?
And he just kind of Avos.
Okay.
It was how to explain it. Marina begins to run out of the tent. As he begins trying to explain this completely out of what's the word for not mortal besides immortal? You know what I mean. A vision like that to the man, like basically something beyond this physical
A
realm.
mystical,
Extraterrestrial?
Not alien.
existential.
Yeah, it was something like that. You get kind of the gist of it. He's trying to even this guy's having trouble explaining what he saw to him. As
Wait, where'd Marina go?
she ran past you and is now outside and runs into the other tent.
I followed her out.
Okay, you just see her just sitting in the tent, kind of trembling a bit.
Marina, are you okay?
She does not answer.
Was that magic?
She does not answer. Roll for me, Flamingo, a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Yeah,
No.
lizard.
It's a 16,
Plus 4
and then I
is
get
20.
plus 2. Why plus
She
4?
gets up to run out and you grab her before she can do so.
Okay.
And that is that.
Okay.
Mysterio.
I don't know what to do about that. I didn't.
Do you let her go?
Oh, wait, I want to come in here.
You walk up in front and Marina looks up over at you, Susan.
I'm gonna get down again. I'm gonna say, hey, I saw you patting your legs back there. Did whatever you did that hurt?
She does not respond.
Well, you did a really good thing. I mean, you helped him. That's really what's the word?
She is
Really,
not very eager to talk to anybody at the
chivalrous.
moment. She is a very, very quiet and prefers to stay that way.
Okay.
Marina, do you just want to rest in here? We can.
She nods her
keep you
head.
We can keep you safe. We'll just wait outside.
You know, Marina, do we know her name?
He does, and he has just said it out loud, so
Okay,
now you know it.
so, Marina, we can leave you be, but do you want a little friend? And I pull Cosgrove out.
She looks up at
He
the,
looks
at the
huge.
rat. Yeah, compared to the child, yeah. Yeah, she you kind of like reach Cosgrove down on your palm and hand it over to Marina, and the rat is actually legit kind of like big to this gnome child, but she pets it as if it were a cat because it's basically the size of a cat to this child, and it's just kind of like laying down in her lap right now.
Or
We can,
you could have my slime.
Cosgrove will
Take
and
your
keep
pick.
you safe.
She nods.
Take one of my mini me's on my
Alright.
lap. No,
Can we squat up?
Like Pikmin.
Can we squat up so we can
Yeah,
have
meet by the
a
bear.
group discuss?
Meet by the bear.
Everyone should come.
All
over
right,
here.
official
Okay, we're
group
definitely-
discussion now. Edgar is out here. Both all of Shade's men are out.
Can you
Let's-
guys just get
That's
off
my
the bear,
bear.
please?
Oh, it's cool.
The bear is laying down, and all three of them are sitting on top of it.
It's very nice.
It's laying down over here on top of these boxes and stuff.
It's sleeping.
Shade
I'm resting
detaches
off.
himself
Hold
from
on.
the snake and is going to chill over here with with all of his dudes. We're just kind of back here. This guy's still very much unconscious, and now we are all here together to have a discussion.
Yes.
So, as to where to go next, Alphonse says, we are going to continue traveling south. Probably the best course of action is U4, and he points over at the defects, and he tells them, we will drop you off at any location between here and the next town. Shade replies, oh, that sounds like a good deal to me, mate. God, now he went from British to Australian. What am I doing?
That's okay.
I'm actually from New Zealand.
And he says, we will do right here at the end of this bridge, part these animals their ways. And I guess we can't really very well leave this bridge alone. Let's see here. Edgar kind of looks over at the guy right here, and he looks back and he's kind of like, we never really fully explained this situation with this guy.
Hmm?
I believe. What was going on with him?
Which guy?
This guy is talking about Shade Serpent. Edgar is talking about Shade Serpent.
Oh, okay.
He
He helped
he's
us
the
out.
one who let you live.
He's a good boy.
Let me live.
Well, his okay, don't freak out, but he is a part of a certain crew of bad people. You may have heard of them. They're called the Umbra Vipers or whatever. But hold on. His
Ah, shit.
leader wanted him to kill you, and he didn't. And he almost died because of it. So he's not such a bad guy.
I will say nothing only because I want no more trouble for my bridge.
Yeah. Okay.
It's
He
a lovely bridge.
crosses his arms and sits back down. Alphonse says, well, like I said, we will continue down the ways and let this group of shady individuals off wherever it is they so please, and we will continue on our way. However, yeah, we will inform the town over of the happenings on the bridge and have them send to you, Edgar, more men, and I mean a lot more men, to reinforce this bridge. And he nods in agreement. Alphonse says, because apparently this bridge is a fucking hornet's nest. And with that, I suppose we should all be on our way?
Yes.
Alright, after like a good minute of Thog running off to the side of the bridge, he comes back down with,
Wait, where's the little girl?
We don't know that yet. We
tent.
can't see on top of the. We can't see into the tent. It's closed.
Isn't the tent open right? Okay,
you can
fine.
literally turn around and look.
Turn around, but we haven't done that. So
Anyways, Thog comes back with the cart and
What the fuck happened to the bear?
He fell over. He's
Me and Jaina.
he fell over.
he's sleepy.
And
Bear
then
crushes
he
shoulder.
looks over and he's like, I actually kind of honestly forgot about you, Jaina, who is kind of like over like laying down on the bear belly first, and he's like, don't worry, or she's like, don't worry, it happens a bit often. Anyway, you can like take me to like did I say that she was from a city? Why don't I remember these important things?
I don't think so. I don't remember.
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
I think you did.
I think I did too.
Because I think she was like contracted with the city or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
So
yeah,
she's like,
yeah.
so yeah, if you don't mind just dropping me off at insert city here, that would like be really cool, man. And Alphonse is like, yeah, that cool deal. Only 'cause we're nice. How far is that from here? And she responds, it's like not even
Insert-
that far,
insert
dude.
distance here.
Yeah, insert distance here. And he's like, well, I suppose I don't know if we'll all fit into the wagon, so we'll have to go a bit slower, and we can all walk down towards.
Can
that.
ride the snake.
Yeah, or we can ride the snake, or the.
We
I
can-
guess. Well, no, we
use
can't do
our-
that because
no,
we
we
got to get
can't.
rid of those literally right now.
Yeah.
We can get rid of them along the way.
So who
That
wants?
sucks.
So Corin, you gotta
that
some. Yeah, we have to have Corin do both of them because he's the one who possesses these animals.
Oh no.
So right now we'll say Corin leads the bear, back over this way from whence it came onto this side of the bridge, and the serpent gets to go live in the wilds over on the other side.
All right.
And,
I guess they're swapping homes for now.
Yeah. Well, no, the bear was from the left side of the thing, but.
But this is where the cave was too, because the snake came from the.
Oh well,
cave.
they're not swapping. It's just the snake's going somewhere else.
Okay. A different
Okay.
type of
Alright, so
east.
let's-
While all that happened, I peered into the tent to tell Marina that we were about to zip zap zoop get our way out.
And you notice she is
And-
missing.
She's gone.
Yep. We're okay.
The,
Cosgrove is already reunited with Susan.
Yeah, I don't know where that happened. So I go out and I'm like, "Yo, guys, Marina's gone."
Yo, Flamingo.
Hey, Mom!
So I went to check on Marina and she's not there.
That's
Alright, well, that's unfortunate.
You really don't give a shit.
Wait, no, I do. It's just.
Oh well, I guess he's
Disheartening.
gone now. No.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Yeah. Oh,
That's
I'm
too bad.
disappointed.
Well, at least she didn't take Cosgrove.
yeah, she just left without a word.
So,
Can I roll
Wait,
for
ask
investigation to
Cosgrove.
see if there's
Where
any
did
hints
she
as to where she
go?
went?
oh my god, I could ask Cosgrove.
You could, yeah.
You can do it.
You communicate with Cosgrove, with your super animal talking knowledge, and he says back to you words that would resonate to you as left, out, back,
Steakhouse.
ran. Yes, steakhouse. Yes, check your nearest Outback Steakhouse. You'll find her.
So she
Thank you,
went
Cosgrove.
north.
That would be south.
This is south, this way over here?
Yes, you are traveling south, and you're going downwards the bridge this
Okay.
way.
Um,
You're going that way.
I mean,
We're going there anyway, right?
Sure are.
Well, let's just look for her on the way.
Easy.
So
I'm gonna run ahead.
Well, I have a quick question about that note that we found. Are we planning to? Is that our next? Like, once we drop these people off, is our destination going to be Zoria or whatever it was?
Alphonse says over to you, Susan. He's like, do you want to go to the Umbra Viper meeting?
Oh, beat him up. No
I
problem.
mean, I wouldn't mind.
You want to beat up the entire gang of thieves while they're all gathered at
No.
one place at one time?
That's the perfect time to
No.
strike. Get them all.
Wait, guys.
Draylin, you are a madman!
Blow him up with TNT, dude.
I'm trying to survive!
No, you're right. You're right. You can
Get
stay
away.
Hey guys,
home. Yeah.
No.
didn't we find a stone before?
Who has the stone?
You did. I think.
You found a ruby, and Blaze found
No,
the
no.
Crystal of the Minotaur.
Yeah, the crystal.
Oh yeah. What does that do?
It's just a magically infused crystal. That's it.
I got this ruby.
Uh huh. Oh, we can sell it.
You pull out a ruby, and it's very shiny.
We
Is
can
that
sell
all
it.
it's good for?
That is the entire description. It's very
can
shiny.
sell it.
However, I should mention how much it sells for. And that ruby right there is going to sell you for you a good ass fancy 70 GP.
Oh, that's it. Oh.
Wow. Okay. 2
I was
GP.
thinking, like, hey, it's not mine. That's fine.
Thanks.
Are you messing with that?
Okay,
Well,
well,
someone is.
I'm gonna run ahead and see if I can scout her out.
All right. So you go ahead. Does anyone else want to do anything?
I poked
So-
Draylin.
I'm done, right?
All right. So yeah, you poke Draylin.
I'll poke him back.
So you poke him back.
I message him. Stop.
I whisper in reply.
Metzley hears within his head, Draylin's voice that says, "Stop." But you also hear another voice say, "Don't stop."
What the hell?
Oh.
What the funk?
I poke him again.
You poke him again.
I poke him back again.
You poke him back again.
And I message him, did you hear that?
Did you hear that?
Yeah, did you hear that?
No, Draylin didn't hear it. Only Metzley.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey.
Well, I poke him back.
I whisper. You told me not to stop.
Alright.
Alright, man, whatever that means, dude. I don't know what you mean, but okay, man.
That's fine.
This is some quality role playing, can I just say? This is what the whole session should be.
Expecting a better reaction.
Hold on.
Literally, we should only do this.
Dawson,
What? What's up?
I'm good to go, right?
Oh yeah, no, we're ending the session right now.
Okay, because I already ran off ahead, so I.
Yeah, no, you ran off ahead, and we're all gonna start traveling to the nearest town. And that's where we'll pick up next time.
I can reset my spell slots and everything.
Yes, after this, it will take more than a day to get to the next town, so you can all reset your spell slots, regain your health,
Yay.
reset everything. You're good to go.
Oh, yeah.
And
boy.
also, I should mention before we start the next time, this is the end of the chapter. You have all just completed chapter 6, the maze. This chapter's inspiration point is going to Corin
Yeah!
for the cool animal shit. Because I really liked that stuff with the animals, so you get the inspiration
I'm a
point.
tamer.
Oh, I'm gonna take my weapons back too. Just so we're.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. You regain all your weapons and stuff. Everyone, make sure all your stuff is in order, and I'm gonna go pee.
Okay.
Be right back in like 2 seconds.
I'm gonna head out.
Alright, bye.
Okay.
See you guys.
Draylin,
Yeah.
I poke you again.
Okay. And.
And I ask
Yeah?
if you know how to speak Draconic in Draconic.
I say I sure do, bud. In Draconic.
I just reply good and turn around.
God, some really good storytelling, guys.
That's all I needed to know.
That's all you need to know. Oh, dude, we
Sexual
can do
character
gossip
development.
in Draconic. It's gonna be great.
Oh man, you're right. Did you
It's
see
gonna
how
be fun.
Corin like saved you from a bear?
Yeah, it was cool.
Why'd
Yeah,
you let a
Thog
bear
and I can
attack
talk
you?
shit about you guys in Orcish. Right,
Who
Thog?
are you gonna talk it? No, you got you could talk to.
Where's Thog? He's not even near
He's
you.
not here.
Good night, Main Wolf.
Thog would never be mean to me.
Main Wolf was in here though for a good bit. By the way.
Oh, really?
Nice.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's cool.
He got our good your fucking poke battle.
Oh no, that wasn't good.
Was
I'm
that all he
sorry.
was here for?
Huh?
Look.
No, he was here for like the.
No, I'm
Okay,
sorry. That
cool.
was bad. I'm
I'm
tired.
just trying to like, build up to the Draconic part.
Oh, I see. We can talk Draconic. Wow.
You too?
Nobody will ever know.
Oh my god, me too.
They'll just hear us speaking dragon or whatever it is.
I wonder how does Draconic sound. I wonder.
That's definitely not the
That's
language
not
of
what
dragon.
dragon sounds.
Slurp, slurp.
Skip it up, uppity, they speaking scat.
There you go.
Yeah, we're Scatman John.
Scatman Johns, yeah. Skip it up, uppity, bop, 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 bop. Alright, so if everything's in order, I'm gonna go ahead and close the board. Alright, let me
Okay.
overwrite save. Save overwritten, and everything is now closed.
We are dead. Yay.
Yay! We will begin
New
chapter
York.
7.
It's Saturday night.
Yeah. We will begin. Oh, by the way, New York 1 feels bad, man. They went to a map
Yeah.
5.
That feels terrible.
By the way, happy 420.
Dude, happy 420! Oh my god! Yes, finally!
It's the pot day.
Weed.
It's weed day.
Oh, that's why. Shit.
Amazing.